Hello, and welcome back to Xpwaste, where if this doesn't feel like a real episode, it's because it's not. It's all a dream. It's time to wake up. Hi, I'm Oxie.
And I am Michael. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much for checking out Xpwaste. Like Oxie hinted to, this won't be your normal weekly type episode that we do. So if you want a normal episode, go back a couple weeks, start from there, and then come back to this one. If you're not new around here, welcome back. We hope that you enjoy this episode because it was a lot of fun to make. How you doing, Oxie?
I'm doing good. I'm annoyed that my camera isn't working. We got a new camera, and did we record an episode with it already? I don't remember.
I think the only thing you've done thus far is streamed with it.
Yeah, and it looks grainy and gross right now, which is annoying because it's supposed to look way better. So
Yeah.
Michael and I are trying to fix that. We're going to try to remedy that after this, but otherwise I'm good. Still kicking it with TOA, kicking it with other games because TOA is kind of starting to piss me off. I'm not jumping the gun, but I don't know. I don't know about these purples people keep talking about. I don't know if they're actually real, but I'm not going to jump the gun. It's at least fun. It's not Chambers. Practicing with insanity. It's hard, but it's fun. That's pretty much been my week, Michael. How have you been?
I've been pretty good. I'm making progress on the account. Base 92s now. So basically that just meant I got 92 hunter. But 95 agility, 400k till 96. And I really think I can do it. I really think I can max this year because I'm nearly 97 Slayer. It's so close. Like I can feel it, and I keep going back and forth. And you guys know if you've been tuning in week to week, at least the last couple months, I've been going back and forth on what I want to do with my account. Do I want to get base 98s and then just send it for max, or do I want to have a little party for each one? And as of right now, I'm still undecided, but I think I'm gonna go to 99. I just can't. Like, it would be a disservice to the entire grind that I've done for like agility and Slayer and all that to just pop an XP lamp and go woo, and then pop another XP lamp and go woo. So I'm gonna have the proper parties. Gonna get the 99s. Gonna wear the agility cape. Gosh dang it. And then we'll max, hopefully by the end of the year. I really think I can do it. I'm really excited because then I was looking into it and I'm going to like immediately start cooking. So it's going to take like, what do we say? Like 800,000 fish to get to 200 mil cooking, but I'm going to profit like 200 mil. Whoa. Profit.
We were having a little business meeting was it Sunday? No, it was Monday. Because this is not a real episode. This is a very brief. You haven't even heard the music yet. You're like, this is weird. They forgot the music. We didn't. We just spliced this over a finished bit. Whatever. We'll get to that. Michael's like, yeah, it'll take me a couple of sharks. How much are sharks? I'm like, what do you got? Like 200,000? He's like, 888,000 sharks, and it will cost me 550 mil. I'm like, oh, that's a lot of money. Holy.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be able to bank all of it because right now my cash stack, just as is like 200 mil, and I would literally have to sell a lot of stuff to get the capital to be able to just have all of the fish in my bank. And I think I might end up like losing more money over time because the price of fish fluctuates so much. Like if I buy them for a certain price, a month from now, I could be totally just wasting money. So I think it's better for me to just buy them in increments. And then as I go, buy them, cook them, sell them, and then just keep buying more fish with the profits, I think. And by the end of it, I'll be 200 mil richer than I was, hopefully. So I don't know. Unless I get a loan from a rich friend who has has nothing to do in the game, so they just like loan me their money for a year, which will probably be how long it takes to get 200 mil cooking. We'll see. But on the groupie, I want to get 99 cooking. So I've got a lot of cooking to do, Oxie. I've got a lot of cooking.
I am aware you have a lot of cooking. It's a lot of shit to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Michael has a lot of fish to cook, and we have a rather big fish to fry with this episode. Kind of. That was a subpart transition.
I like that.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. It wasn't great. In any case, this is a weird episode. Like I said, there's no intro. They're doing like short banter. So Michael and I have spent the weekend kind of thinking about what we're going to plan for future content. We take generally weeks off every 10 to 12 weeks, and we do this kind of like, game jam sort of deal where we sit down together and we talk about what we want to do. We actually have a lot of super exciting stuff planned. We've been sending some DMs. Michael is going to be gone for a couple of weeks in October, so probably going to get some spicy guest hosts on there. We've been reaching out for interviews, which we're excited about. Nothing confirmed yet, of course, but we're just hoping and seeing, what lands. We've thrown out like 1 or 2 or 50, DMs. We'll see what happens. So we're excited about that. And we also planned a lot of exciting new main title content episodes, along with kind of like honing and refining other bits of the show, like the merch store and the Patreon and things like that. But this, speaking of Patreon, is a Patreon episode.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into it really briefly, but 2 things from Michael and I. Number 1, if this episode is fun, you can join the Patreon at the Party Pete tier or higher, and you can get an episode like this for free every month. That's gross. I don't like promoting, but is it for free? Did I say for free? I didn't mean for free. Whatever, dude. It is 11:15 at night on Wednesday. I still have to get the episode online. Anyways,
No judgment.
Yeah, join the Patreon at Party Pete's here, and you can get access to this as well as, I think, God, how many? We've done one every month. Yeah, it's a year's worth now. So we've had a bunch of extra episodes that have just not been released to the public. So this is an extra episode from May where Michael and I rank the skills. The other thing that we want to talk about, this episode from like a technical standpoint is very different from what you listen to in the normal ones. So normally we cut out throat noises, keyboard clicks, any sort of like bangs on the desk, and we censor all of the F words. This is not the case with the extra episodes, because sometimes we have to edit 2 episodes in 1 week. Sometimes it's episodes and commercials and all that. So this episode's going to be a little bit more vulgar than normal. Michael and I are kind of intoxicated talking about RuneScape, and the effort that went into editing the audio was not what it normally is for main title content. So we kind of apologize, but also this is just the fun side of us you get on the Patreon end of it. So Michael, do you have any final thoughts before we send these folks off to the actual intro of the episode?
No, you said everything peachy, Oxie. We hope that you enjoy it. These extra episodes are a lot of fun to make. So
yeah, I love this one. This one is a lot of fun.
Yeah,
this one's fun.
I don't know if it gets like as heated as our normal extra episods of
the bossing. It wasn't as heated as the bossing one. That's a 2-parter. Yeah. The bossing one got pretty heated, but we'll see. But,
all right, guys.
All right. So we'll see you guys. Oh, also, there's no break point in the extra episode. So at some point around probably at this point, looking at my recording track, is going to be like the hour 25-minute mark. It's going to fade and go to commercial, and Michael and I will be back to talk to you. So if it sounds weird, it's because it's not designed for an ad. But anyways, see you guys soon.
See you soon. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I feel like that should be good.
It's extra episode time, baby. The extra episode ASMR. Where looking at the camera is going to be super optional. These cans are a bitch to open, but I'll try.
What are you drinking there, Oxie?
I'm drinking one of my favorite summertime beverages. This time I'm drinking a Truly iced tea. This is the peach flavor. because peach is the second best in there.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think the raspberry is the best, but unfortunately, they only give you 3 of each. And they don't sell 6-packs of any of the flavors. So like
Oh,
you
weird.
have to get a 12-pack and you only get 3 raspberries. So I drank a raspberry last night watching Prehistoric Planet. I drank a raspberry today watching Kenobi. And I have to save my last raspberry for a special occasion, whatever that may be. Which like is a really loose term because like it's like a 12-pack's like $15 and they sell them everywhere. So
Yeah.
it's not like this is some brewery exclusive thing that I have to like let last for the whole summer. Like I could go buy another pack tomorrow, but like I gotta
feel
power
that.
through the strawberry ones and like ugh.
Yeah. So you said you are drinking the strawberry right now, or are you drinking the raspberry?
I'm drinking a peach right now.
Oh, a peach. Okay.
Oh my
I
god,
blanked out for a
bro.
second.
Hold on. Speaking of drinking, you know what we gotta do?
What do we got?
We gotta eat, baby.
We gotta eat.
We gotta eat, my guy.
Where's he
Hold
going?
on.
Oh no.
We gotta eat, baby.
Oh, we gotta eat. We do gotta eat. Oh gosh, hold on. I gotta grab my fruit.
Ow. Pocket knife. This is gonna go in the episode, by the way.
Iron Defender. Yeah, you guys, sorry.
I'm not.
Oh.
This is extra
Iron
episode
Defender.
content. He's got the Iron Defender, boys.
Yeah.
I got spooned for the first time ever on a Defender grind.
You got your D Defender in like 4 kills.
Yeah,
or
honest to
something
God, was like
stupid.
4 or 5 kills. I was stunned. I was very, very, very excited.
So I'm gonna log out while we're eating because I don't want to waste tokens.
Just Michael, they aggro on you, man. Just auto retaliate.
Nah, they don't aggro.
Then
don't
reset aggro, my guy.
No, it's okay.
Michael out here learning the PvE.
I want to focus. I want to focus.
I'll show you focus. All
There
right.
we go. So what are we starting with? First of all, I guess we should start with setting up why we are opening boxes full of food. We had a wonderful listener, MB Jones, send us treats from Hawaii. And not that we're making the entire episode about the treats, but that would just be kind of like exploiting content. But we're going to eat them and give our live reaction. And thank you, MB. I can't wait. I'm very excited. So what I had to do essentially, Oxie, is your box open yet?
My box is open. Yes.
Have you peeked inside?
No.
Go ahead. There's no fruit in there.
Fucking...
I promise.
All right, we've got air, my favorite. One of them is ripped. One of the airs is
I had to save all of that air from all of like the deliveries that I've gotten. That was anticlimactic.
Yeah, that was
Thank you, Noisegate.
That was
Limiter.
lame. That was lame, dude.
So yeah, I've had to save all of that packaging from like all of the deliveries that I've gotten to send you that box, and then to send our winner for the shadow box. I'm blanking on who won that right now. I apologize. It's been a long day.
I am too. All right, let's get the stuff
All right.
out of the box because there's.
So you'll notice that some stuff is open, and I unfortunately we're not getting like the full experience because like I had to divvy half of this stuff up.
Well, yeah.
And that, so like you have, so we'll actually refer to like packaging that you have that I don't have, and packaging I don't have that you have. However that's said. So like I have the pineapple gummies, but half of them are these pink things that I don't remember. So it's like half gummies, half pink.
So
and then you have half pink, half
that
gummies.
would assume the pink things are the lychee gummies, yeah?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, so we're going to try like one of each of these things so we don't end up spending a quadrillion years doing this. Because we're on track for a 2-hour extra episode already.
Oh, no.
I can already tell this is going to be a long one.
Yeah.
This is going to be a long one. I have a timer on my phone. I have 2 hours and 8 minutes until I have to go feed my best friend's cat because her kitten gets fed at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So
oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's late. We don't have to go fast at all. But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So, I guess the question that I would like to answer is, do we want to go chocolatey and then sweet, or do we want to start sweet and round off the palate with some chocolatey?
I feel like that's the way to go. Because I feel like if you go
Okay.
too chocolatey, because like chocolate is still sweet, but it's a little more savory. You know, if you eat like too much chocolate, yeah, then you try to have like a jelly bean or something. It's a little,
Here's
it's a little
here's an
nasty.
off-topic but on-topic tangent. My wife gives me so much grief for saying that something is savory when it's not like a steak or like a potato. Like when I say something is sweet, I mean like a gummy. When I say something is savory, chocolate to me is savory because the contrast of like sweet, it's how you just said it. You just confirmed
Yeah, like
my
it has more
savory
savory
notes.
like elements to it. I don't know if I would
Hints.
call chocolate
Now, I wouldn't
savory.
look at chocolate and be like, "Wow, that's savory." But when you put it up against like a pineapple gummy, chocolate is more savory.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got excited that you just confirmed.
All right,
What
savory.
my-
Or let's crack open the gummies first because we've been talking
Okay.
about them. So we have what do we have here? I have lychee gummies, the bag.
And I have pineapple gummy rings.
All right,
So unfortunately, you're gonna have to dig in there to get the
bro. I'm busting up
rings.
one of these rings first. These things look pretty
Oh,
delicious.
okay. Yeah, I've got one close to the top, so I'll just pop it in. So ready?
All right.
Pineapple rings. Ooh.
Oh god damn.
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. No, these Hawaiian snacks are about to fuck. It's gonna
Oh.
be real good. Mm,
Wow. Wow. Okay.
that's good shit.
It's taking a lot to chew, so I'm not sure if Oxie has muted me.
No, you're just not chewing into the microphone. Noise gate, baby. So for those of you who are watching the YouTube version of this, which I assume most of you guys are, right?
Hopefully.
Uh,
We have
My
a fair
eyes
few
are-
like Basket who just refuses to watch any. He has like on track to have never seen an episode on video. He's like, I am 100% pure audio.
that's delightful because at that point, Basket doesn't know what I look like, which is hysterical.
You've never been on camera with Basket
Maybe,
in VC?
maybe.
Okay.
I've been on camera less and less. I feel like in like the public VCs.
Yeah.
I also feel like I haven't been in the public VCs very often. I don't want to be like false advertising, but like I
We
think
should change that.
yeah. I don't
So
know,
we're doing the
man.
lychee next? You were gonna
Yeah.
say something and I cut you off. Sorry.
No, it was just that like I've just been hanging out in like VCs with some of the old timers for a while instead of like doing general VCs, and I should be hopping back into general VCs more.
So this is a lychee gummy. I'm gonna show the camera
yeah.
what we're looking at here. Mm. Okay.
It's got
That
some
one's a little
sour
more like-
bits on it. I like it.
That one is like, to me, it's got some bitter notes in there. Like
Yeah.
like the pineapple was super 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 sweet. Mm. All right, what do we got next?
We've got this bag that was opened by an ape, but it
see.
looks like mango fruit juice gummies.
Show me.
These
Where's
yellow
that?
things.
Oh, mine are just like strewed in
Yeah.
the box.
Yeah. Yeah, mango fruit juice gummies.
Mango fruit
If
juice.
these have
gummies.
juice inside, I'm gonna freak out, dude.
You don't like that? You don't like
No,
the
that's gonna
gush?
be awesome.
Oh.
Be a little gush.
So this is what it looks like. It doesn't look like it has a
Wub,
gush.
Wub, 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 wub. It doesn't.
Oh no gush. So it's like everything else, but just no sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's good.
Okay. I like that a lot. Do you have a green one?
I do, yeah.
What's the green
these
one?
are fruit juice pineapple gummies.
Ooh. I like me some pineapple. So they look identical.
Yeah, they look exactly the same. How? These are good.
Ooh, the pineapple.
Oh yeah.
These kind of taste like Smarties.
Really?
Like the gummy Smarties. No. Lifesavers. Gummy Lifesavers. Sorry, not Smarties.
Mm.
Yeah. I feel like I need a palate cleanser. Beer. Cheers. If you're not drinking a brewski while you're listening to the extra episode, what are you doing? I would hope that people like take an extra episode and put it on in the evening. They've got their bathrobe, their slippers. They're like, they're in their comfortable chair, feet hiked up, got a nice brewski, and they play the extra episode on the TV for the family.
I'm so sorry if you're playing this on TV for your family.
You're getting around the Patreon. Like, hey, is everybody in the house signed up for Patreon? I don't think so.
Well, all right. If you're watching this in front of your family, couple
hey
things.
Family.
First of all, yes, hello family. Number one, girlfriends, wives, significant others. I say girlfriends and wives specifically because again, it's like 98% men and like 4 lesbians in our Discord, which is great. Call the bosses the incorrect names.
Yeah.
Look them up, learn their names, and then call different bosses different names just to piss off your man. That'll be funny as hell. Be like, oh, are you dying at Jad again? As he has to take like the walk of shame back to Fazani's nightmare. Like that's good shit.
Oh, you
right
meant
there.
like know the names but just call them the wrong one. I was thinking like instead of Hunleaf, it could be Houndleaf.
that would also
Houndleaf.
work too. Dude, do you not know how to pronounce English? It's Jade. Tis tack Jade. And you can't fucking kill it. Like right there, that'll drive your man up a wall right there. Kids, if you're listening, go to school. No. What? Go to school? Is it summertime? Kids are apparently still in school until like June nowadays. Yes, they are.
All the kids in my area are like out of school now.
Bro, the kids in my area go to school until like the kids in my area go to school till like June 18th. Well, like snow days throw everything off.
June 18th.
That's what I said. I was like, that's not real. Kids don't go to school that long. I'm like, I didn't go to school that long in high school. But I also think like the last 8 years, I've gotten out of school last week of April, first week of May. Between undergrad and masters. So like, that's weird. Anyways, kids, go to school and walk up to your teacher and say, I don't really understand what he meant, but my dad said Verzik can go fuck herself. And just see what your teacher says. And then see what your dad says when you get home. That's a W right there. And you can't get in trouble. And you can't get in trouble because someone else told you to do it. So
don't listen to Uncle Oxie, kids.
Well, don't listen to Aunt Michael either.
Unless your parents allow you to swear, then by all means.
Dude, if your dad is a RuneScaper and a Tobber and you go to school, you get a phone call from your kid's parents. If I get a phone call from my child that I don't have's parents and was like, they walked in the classroom and said, fuck Verzik, what does that mean? I'm like, I taught that kid well, dude. Fuck Verzik.
Lovely.
Although, to be fair, at this point, Verzik isn't even the brick wall. Unless you're trying to go for Grandmaster Combat achievements like we were today. That was tough. Yeah. But
I think we're out of sweet things. I'm
really
interested in these macadamia, dry roasted macadamians. The little triangle, the blue triangles.
The blue triangles? Okay. Yeah. We're going by shapes and colors here because...
So this is what we're looking at here. Moana Loa.
Oh, shit.
I just butchered
My
that.
goodness, Michael.
What?
This man ripped the bag open with full gusto. I untied the thing and shit just went
I wish you
everywhere.
were there. Because I really didn't. Oh, dude, no way. These look so good. Oh, my goodness. Can I get a hell to the yeah?
Well, you pop them open and I'll see.
Oh, it smells so good. I don't know if this is just because, like, I'll never have access to this candy outside of this little box.
Yeah, see, like this is rare stuff right here. This is stuff we should savor, unlike the truly iced teas.
Yes.
Oh, shit. That's good.
Wow.
Saltier than I was expecting. Because, like, normally they put, like, macadamia nuts in, like, cookies and shit. You know?
Mmm. No, that's like sugar.
This ain't
I don't know.
sugar. What?
It's sweet. Maybe it's sugary salt. Salted sugar. What do the ingredients say?
No, I'm just sucking on nuts.
Dry roasted macadamia nuts, sugar, honey, something that I can't pronounce, and salt. So they're honey roasted, probably, and they have a little bit of sugar and salt on them. All right.
Wait. What bag do you have? Bro,
The dry roasted macadamias.
mine say sea salt. We got different flavors of
Oh,
nuts.
no!
Oh, shit. I got hella flavors of nuts in here.
Oh, boy,
Look
there's
at all
garlic
these-
and onion,
Yeah,
honey
dude.
roasted, sea salt. I didn't even know. And
Oh my
then
God,
honey
I don't-
roasted.
I don't have any of the honey roasted. I've been scammed.
But you probably have more like garlic and onion and
Fuck
sea
yeah, I
salt
do,
than I
dude.
do.
Oh, this is going to
Oh.
be great.
Dude, how did I get all of the honey roasted? Like 3 out of the 6 are honey roasted. Maybe I'll send one to you in
I'm
your
just
next
going to
package.
take a
Your
shot
next
of these
care
right
pack.
here.
Yeah? Okay. Shot.
Mm.
So what flavor did you get? Sea salt?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
I didn't know there
that
were
makes-
different flavors.
That makes sense why you said they're really salty. And I'm
Mhm.
like, no, dude, they're sweet. I mean, it makes sense.
I'm like, if this is sweet, then what the fuck is savory to you? I'm like, are you okay?
All right, pick one. What's next?
We're keeping up with the with the macadamia trend. We gotta go with these, dude. Motherfucker, we have this
Aloha
like
Max.
aloha from Hawaii shit. Like
What?
tape that to my backpack.
Oh, yeah.
somewhere.
There was fake flowers on there, and they were
Yeah,
beautiful.
dude. There's like a little fake tree branch.
So is it
thing.
these things? The Aloha Max? Is that
No.
what you're looking at?
No,
Crap.
I don't think I have any of those.
Did I not? I don't know what you're about to open, but I don't see anything like that in my box.
I've got these, the Founders Collection. Yes.
Damn it. I don't have those.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what it must have been?
Yeah.
Because I have a stack like this. It must have been a stack of these and a stack of what you got. And I just didn't divvy them up because I'm like, oh, these are... Yeah, Hawaiian Host, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they're just different flavors.
All right. Well,
Milk
fuck
chocolate,
yeah, let's do
creamy
it.
milk chocolate covered macadamias.
These
Sound
are
off in the
about
comments
to
if
fuck.
if you know if they grow macadamias on Hawaii.
I'm gonna imagine so.
Sound off in the comments if I'm saying macadamia is wrong.
No, macadamia nuts is correct. I hope.
Okay, so this was like the last thing, but just covered in chocolate.
Well, yes. It's like
Oh,
having salted
wonderful.
peanuts and then, you know, a peanut cluster.
I dig it. I would eat it.
I hope so. You're eating it right now.
Well, I have all these to finish. Yo, I'm still thinking about that pineapple ring though. Like, to be honest with you.
That's certainly in the top spot for right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're doing a ranking?
Well, that should have been the episode. Fuck skills, dude. We should have done Hawaiian candy given us to us by Indy.
Bro, we should have done a tier list for all of these. That would have, I mean,
We'll do
that's
that
again,
for
that's
the-
explaining content.
We'll do it for the June extra episode.
Well, like re-rank them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pineapple
All
ring superior. But we got one more. Not this fucking
One
box.
more?
Two more, actually. We got the chips down the box.
We got chips, and then I put a Haichu in there for you. But
What
I
are
don't
we
want to
gonna-
eat gum.
There's like, what are we going to do? Have gum and alcohol throughout the course of this episode? Come on now.
No. I'm really. I don't feel like this shortcake is gonna last very long, so let's do that one last.
Yeah.
What do you think? So you just pop open a bag of chips. I'm obligated to finish this bag of chips though because it smells so good. I mean, they're probably just like potato chips, you know what I mean? But these are Maui onion. What did you get? Oh,
Also, Maui
Okay.
onion, and you could taste it. That's good shit.
Okay. They taste like chips you can get in America. Like the
I'm
48.
gonna blow your fucking mind when
Shut
I tell you
up.
what country Hawaii's in.
Shut
brother.
up. I said the 48.
We need 3 more states to have 53 United States of America. Then we can be one nation, indivisible. 53 is a prime number, thus only divisible by 1 and 53. Therefore, indivisible. It's a math pun because I'm a loser.
Is 51 a prime number?
Is 51 a prime number? No. Factors of 51 are 1, 3, 17, and 51. Yeah, that would make sense.
17,
Yeah, because that's
no.
27. 3 times 27 is 51. No?
Oh, okay.
3 times
2
17
times-
is 51.
27
Yeah.
is 27. Okay. I like
Just in
these
case
chips.
the audience forgot that we're absolute shit at math.
Yeah, they did. They did. Thank you for reminding them. I like these chips.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish them tomorrow. They're okay. Like I said, they taste like ones you can get in the 48. But if they actually like grow I don't think they grow the potatoes, but and they may not even make these in Hawaii. You know what I mean? Like, what if they just get them like imported? And then what is the point?
I would imagine they do.
Is there a packaging on here that says made in Hawaii? Guaranteed fresh?
I was gonna say,
wow.
goddamn Hannity, I don't know where they're made. Who gives a shit? They're Hawaiian
Okay, it says-
snacks.
Howitz Potato Freaks, or Howitz Potato Chip Freaks. Have you ever wondered why Maui onions taste so unreal? It's because they're so happy. I mean, where else can you get an onion? Where else can an onion wake up every morning, grab his board, paddle out to the crystal blue, and clock some major tube time in the most awesome wave on the planet? Oh, like Kansas maybe? Yeah, right, as if. There's no place as classic as Maui, except maybe Bali, but I don't think Indonesian onions can serve. That I just read that whole thing and they're Frito-Lay, bro.
Well, yeah, they're owned by Frito-Lay.
Imby, sound off in the comments if these are made and manufactured in Hawaii. I'm not dissing you sending them because they're really good. But I just want to know if I can get them in the 48. You know what I mean? All right, last thing before we wrap up this segment.
There's
The shortbread.
shitloads of shortcakes in here, dude.
Oh, there's more. They're packaged individually. Yes. I love that. All right, I thought I was going to have to eat a whole shortcake in one sitting, and I was very, very upset.
I'm not gonna lie,
no.
they're a bit firm. I'm excited.
Oh, you're right. All right, so this is what they look like.
Oh, there's
like
like there's shit inside of them, dude. Look at that.
Oh, they
Ooh,
got little fillings in them. Oh my goodness.
I'm excited, dude.
All right, smell.
Oh, you can smell the pineapple too. That's great.
Oh, it is. Oh, all right.
Artificial pineapple, surely, but like still smells pretty good.
3, 2, 1.
Mm.
Oh,
The pineapple jam in there. Oh yeah.
it's like a pineapple fig Newton. Oh my goodness! Check this out. Oh, you don't want to see my?
Yeah.
Want to see my thumb is all cut up because I cut my finger cooking dinner.
He said, "I want 200 mil cooking." That's level 6. That's level 6 cooking in real life.
No joke. I'm glad my RuneScape character carries my cooking level. Okay. I like this, but it needs some liquid. Like, what beverage, besides beer,
Yeah.
would go good with, like, would you drink this with, like, some sort of espresso drink? I feel like a
With
cappuccino?
coffee? Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Like a cappuccino would be nice.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pre-pot these tomorrow morning with my coffee.
Pre-pot them,
Yeah.
Oxie?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a verb that you use IRL.
It's crazy because I do.
I don't think you should. I don't think this means what you think it means.
Michael, I know what it means.
Ah, my pineapple. All right. What am I going to do? What do I want to keep on the desk and snack on? That's the question. So I have an empty cup from earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting a desk trash can. We'll get trash can updates every week.
Just buy it.
Like.
Oh my god.
This is what it looks like now. It's going right where the fruit used to go.
Michael, man. Just fucking. My god.
I'm kidding.
All right.
All right.
So we're 28 minutes into this recording.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. And this is, I mean, we're probably about 25 minutes into the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Because we spent some time in the sync stage.
Let that sink in.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Number one is still the pineapple gummy. Holy smokes, dude.
Yeah. These might not make the episode. I'm not gonna lie. These might not make it through the episode.
I'm having to toss this box across the room.
Imagine that just like stuff in your face. Home.
Oh, I kept some macadamias. Macadamias. I might have to take this hoodie off. It's kind of hot in here.
I've been sweating balls all day, dude.
We get a nipple in there?
Maybe. Do we? Who knows? All right, Michael. People paid us to actually give them content.
Runescape
right?
Shirt.
He doesn't even have his headphones on.
All right,
Michael,
I'm back.
people paid for content, right?
They did.
And we've not been doing shit.
We did content. We tried all of the snacks, and we love MB. Don't put shame on her name.
I'm putting shame on her name, putting it on your name, brother.
My name? Excuse me?
Your name.
You're at least 25% responsible for the show.
I thought I was only the intern host.
That's why it's 25%.
Michael, why are we here today?
Why are we here, Oxie? We're here because we have done the people of this Patreon dirty and released an episode that should have come out in April. It was released nearly a month late. And
do you have it done? Is it already released?
It's done and posted.
Oh, it's already posted, bro. I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say I still have to finish it. I'm like, so it'll be out in June. Let's go, boys.
Done and posted. Currently today, it is May 27th at 10:14 p.m. That timestamp is important because I am about 50% sure that the listeners and or viewers are consuming this media in the month of May.
Yeah.
50% sure, because we got a couple days left, you know? And Oxie's not editing the main title, like the main content this week. So as long as we can keep him out of Tob, he should be able to get it out.
What Michael like just soft threatened me to fucking get this episode out.
No, I didn't.
I mean, well, how many days we got left in May? What day?
4.
Oh,
The 31st is on Tuesday.
Maybe it'll be out by Tuesday.
Listen,
maybe it'll be out by tomorrow. Who fucking knows? I don't know.
We set the precedent that like extra episodes are minimal editing. You know, you guys get the uncut, raw me and Oxie.
Okay, it's not like totally unedited, right? Like we still have like, if I have to get up, you know, to like clean B's shit off the floor,
yeah,
or like get more water or something, obviously we're gonna edit that out. But
yeah,
like,
but you essentially just have to sit at the computer and listen to it, like, you know, normal speed, just listen through, and if something weird happens, cut that out.
Well, like weird, the standard for weird is so much less. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna cut out like throat clears. Aww. Which, like, all right, I have to. You guys pay for this content, so like, I'm just gonna put it out there right now. I'm sorry for the chaos episode. This, like, the average listener may not have noticed, but I did because I was scrutinizing it for so long. when we did the countdown, chaos was a tick late. So it was like
Oh.
5, 4, 4, 4 is what I heard instead of 4, 4. Because like how it normally is like if you lead the countdown, you're not synced. So if I said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I would hear 4, 3, 2, 1 echoed, right? I heard it echoed. So a lot of his audio is like just like half a second before where it should be throughout the episode. But by the time I noticed it, I was like 2 hours in.
Oh.
So I would have had to go back and like shift all of his cuts, which would have just been way too hard. So I was like, it's one of those things where it just like, it makes us sound awkward as opposed to like being a bad quality episode. So I hope that doesn't, hope you guys still liked it.
I haven't listened to it yet, so I don't know.
If you listen to it, now that you know, when you listen to it, you're going to hear it and you're going to be like, all right, I know what he's talking about because you help edit the podcast. But like, hopefully, those of you who are listening from any of the Patreon tiers, thank you, by the way. Just thought it was like normal podcast flow. Didn't think it was too strange, but
yeah. Well,
why are we here? For the love of God, we're 35 minutes in. We still haven't got to main title.
Listen.
I'm not yelling at you, man. We're slower than shit.
You're yelling. Todd, just take it easy, man.
Bro.
Feel the love, bro. Today we're here. I was going to say you guys saw the title, so you know, but like we don't put anything in the title. You guys are here to witness us take 23 skills that you know and love, and we're going to put them on this here chart, and we're going to rank them by a tier. Wow. Who would have thought? Another tier list ranking. Listen, you guys are the paying subscribers to these monthly extra episodes, and we absolutely crave your feedback. If you hate tier list episodes, if you hate D&D, let us know, because we're just doing what we think is fun. And if you guys absolutely cannot stand it and you want to like unsubscribe because the content is just not what you thought it was going to be, let us know, please. I'm begging you, actually.
Frankly,
like, no one's told us anything, and we're just going off this. We're going throughout our lives just thinking everything's honky dory. It's like that age old thing where you're in a relationship and things aren't so great, but you don't want to talk about it, and eventually you start to get resentment.
What the fuck?
Over the years,
what the fuck?
Can I finish my story? I'm just kidding. Communication is the key to a healthy relationship, is what I'm trying to say. And if you guys just silently resent us without saying anything, I'm not saying anybody said anything negative. I don't even know if I'm projecting. I don't know where this has come from.
Well, so I can see who the insecure one is in Michael and I's relationship.
I'm very insecure.
Let me assure Aunt Michael here and just let him know that like it's okay. First of all, we have our metrics. It's fine. Second of all, how do you not love a tier list? Because it just gets the community arguing, particularly with me. That's I have true. Like scheduled fights after the Thanksgiving episode. And scheduled? Dude, when I see Jake, we're gonna fight. Oh, we're gonna like hang out and do whatever, but like we're gonna beat the shit out of each other over the cranberry sauce argument. So like it gets the community involved because everyone has different opinions on the things that we're ranking. So I think it's fun. I still would like to see more of your guys' tier lists, but it can take fucking forever. So like, you do you, boo. But yeah, we're here ranking skills. At this point, I hope I've done the transition on the YouTube version, but if I haven't, this is when we do it. It's just gonna fade. I used to like make the pictures move. But no, I'm not gonna do that.
Can you do that in Filmora?
I can. I don't know how, but I can't, dude.
Can we get your 30-second review on Filmora apart, like comparing it to Adobe?
Filmora was my first car, right? Filmora was a great car. Filmora it did everything I needed it to do. I edited all of Clue season on Filmora. I added a lot of content for school on Filmora. I had a really good time with that software because it's very user friendly. Um, and then I met this new car named Adobe Premiere Pro, and I went from my 2001 Mercury Grand Marquis to a 2023 Ferrari. And I was like, oh man, I'm never gonna look back, dude. I'm driving a supercar. It's akin to like flying a fucking TIE fighter compared to the car I was in.
Yep.
And then the university I went to said, hey, happy graduation. We're taking Adobe Suite away.
Oh.
The same day I graduated, they took
insane.
the Adobe Suite away. So I lost access to Premiere Pro. I used my week free trial to edit episode 60. And then I don't have it. So I had to go back to my first car. My lease was up on my 2023 Ferrari. So I had to dig my old car out of my parents' garage. Bro, going from a sports car to a 2001 Grand Marquis, man, it's like too user friendly.
Oh.
Like, I feel like to make it akin to RuneScape, I'm doing Inferno and Hard Mode Theater of Blood and Corrupted Gauntlet and Alchemical Hydra, and somebody was like, hey, you're gonna go kill thugs in the wilderness without F keys.
Oh.
With like an adamant crossbow.
Huh.
All day long. And I'm like, okay. Nothing inherently wrong with that. Just like, man, this is weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, but with the goal of killing the thugs to make money. So like, I can do that. It's just going to be different and be a lot more awkward. Or I guess probably a better one is like go from doing, hard mode Theater of Blood and Hydra where you make a shitload of money to like go cut magic trees for money.
Oh.
Like you're still going to make good money doing it.
Yeah.
Or like go craft blood runes. It's just like it's so simple that it's weird. I don't love it. I think the car analogy is better, but I do try to bring it to RuneScape because we're 40 minutes in and have not talked about RuneScape. Michael, 23 skills are sitting in front of us in this tier list right now.
They are.
I
am in the driver's seat of this car.
Thank God, because I hate being in the driver's seat of these cars.
So, from our last tier list, we kind of got into it about our favorite bosses.
I don't think we're going to fight this much about this one, frankly.
Listen. I have a favorite skill. You probably have a favorite skill. You have skills that you absolutely hate. And I know them because I know you. And it's hard for you to be objective when you're clouded by hate. The dark side has come over you.
This son of a bitch out here trying to fight me for KBD.
Yes.
All right.
So,
objectively, pick a skill first, then, Sidious. God damn.
Let's go with one that's just all around good. Strength.
F tier.
F tier.
No,
interesting
not
placement.
Not F tier. That said, I know you feel weird about the S tier.
Yeah.
So, my personal preference has always been to train attack over strength because I thought it was cooler as a kid. That's not how RuneScape works.
No.
But I've always been inclined to be like, I'll want to get my attack level high first. So, although ironically, attack is probably going to be my last combat 99 on the main.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
That is ironic.
Yeah.
So, right off the bat, I would just put this like straight up to A tier. I don't know that you can live without it, but you definitely can't you definitely can't. Well, I don't know what I'm trying to say other than it's an A tier. It could be S tier. It's very important unless you're a skiller. And in that case, it's not important whatsoever. So there are accounts that just get by without it. Possibility, What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, I was going to put it in B tier strictly because of your argument last time about what an S tier boss is. So like God knows what an S tier skill is going to be. I was gonna put it in B tier, but I'm not really uber fussed about it because frankly, I'm super indifferent about training strength. I am at this point kind of committed to getting 99 strength accidentally at Versic.
Oh.
Yeah, I have 411k till 99,
Uh-huh.
and there's almost 100% chance I get it at Theater of Blood.
Yeah.
So
Because you're doing range at Hydra, and those are really the only
range
two
at
bosses you're
Hydra,
using.
range in the
doing.
Inferno, range in Gauntlet.
Excuse me.
Or if I use a halberd, it's uncontrolled, and like, or if I go to Vorkath, I do it on control. Zalra is range mage. Like, I don't do a lot of strength combat outside of Theater of Blood at the moment. So
you're content with A, but you would say B in your heart of hearts.
I would say B, but I'm content with A because
Well, we
like
can always move it around.
strength is king in OSRS. Like,
You want to know an F tier skill, Oxie? I think we can say it at the same exact time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Fire
mining.
making. Oh.
I mean,
Right then and there.
that's so.
You think
I'm
mining
gonna
is
argue.
F tier?
I'm gonna argue to put fire making in the D tier because fire making isn't boring.
Yeah, it is. Take away Wintertod, and what are you doing?
But that's
Line
the thing.
fires.
You can't take away Wintertod. It's there.
I know, but like looking at a skill, like what is a skill? You're making a fire, and the whole thing in this game is you're making a fire.
Michael.
Like that's the skill.
I'm not.
Are we
arguing,
ranking?
Oh, for the
Are
love
we
of
ranking
God! Here
training?
we go.
Are we?
I'm not arguing the usefulness of fire making.
That's
right?
kind of what I am.
It's literally burning money. It's the
yes.
Not the least profitable, but like there's no potential for return on line fire making. Herblore, fletching, crafting. You get return on that.
Yeah.
You know, prayer, you kind of get return because you get more prayer points per thing. Fire making, literally 0 return. I understand that it's a useless skill, but because it's quick to train.
Yes.
And we do have a skilling mini game about it.
Yes.
I think that's redeeming enough to put it to D tier.
Okay. I will give you that.
Because
now, the way I wanted to rank this is how useful is it when you're looking at this, like when you're looking at the skill guide, like when you click on a skill and you open up the little guide and you can see like each level you unlock this. You can light candles. Yeah, great. You can kill the Wintertod at level 50. Great. Take away the Wintertod, and what usefulness does this have? Shades of Morton? Maybe. That's probably the only real thing that you can burn higher tier logs. That's awesome. I don't know. To me, it's a useless skill. We could take fire making out of the game and no one would be affected.
Yeah.
Because you could literally just replace it with the ability to light a fire and not gain experience from it. And you could just light any log you want, anytime.
I am going to posit 2 arguments as to why we should include the training method and the unlocks for these skills as well. The least of which being you should have sent that in the text about the things that we were doing earlier.
I mean, I just thought
first
of it.
First of all, there's a Theoatrix video exactly like this where he puts fire making as the most useless skill. So
yeah,
not about to repeat that content. Number 2, as far as skill usefulness, agility is like an A tier skill. And we both know that that's fucking bullshit.
Right.
Because no one wants to run 11,000 laps at Artie to get 99. So if we're talking about the usefulness of agility, you get more run energy, you get shortcuts, you can access new area of the game. S tier as far as its usefulness. F tier training it before you get to Sepulcher.
I think we should then take a look at these and give it a score based on those 2 criteria. Higher the usefulness, the higher the ease of training, the higher the ranking, because that's I mean, that's commonly accepted by everyone that if it's useful and it's easy to train, it's a great skill. I don't think we have to redefine what a good skill is or a great skill is. But like, if you're saying that, ease of training is F and usefulness is an S, wouldn't that make it average out at like a B or a C? I think it would. Like if you balance out how useful it is with how sucky it is to train it, then you kind of falling in a place where you
But
can put it.
but it's not like it's something that you use all the time. It's a quality of life skill.
I don't
Other
know.
than the run energy. So the
Run
run
energy
energy,
is huge.
yeah, but run energy stops increasing at a noticeable rate once you hit level 50. It gets a little bit better at level 70, I think. And then from there, the increases to run energy are so marginal, you don't really notice it, even with full
Hmm.
graceful on, right? I notice it on my Iron Man because again, Walkman mode sucks balls. But
Yeah.
like on my main account, I went from 70 to what am I, 85 agility, and I haven't noticed much of a change at all. You
Hmm.
know? There's other reasons for that. I have full graceful on the main. I have teleports. I have a house. I don't have to run anywhere on a main. Um,
Yeah.
but the times I do have to run, like I can sip a stamina at Varus and Haza and make it all the way to Fizani's Nightmare without running out of run energy.
Facts.
I could barely leave Ferris and Haza on my Iron Man with a stamina potion before running out. So like, yes, agility has a use that you use all the time, but it's so early. It's kind of like protection prayers.
Yeah.
Like you get 43 prayer, you're safe forever, and then you have 13 million more experience to gain
Yeah.
until you're done training the skill.
Yeah.
Like, which is an understatement for prayer, which we're not ranking right now. We're ranking agility.
Yes.
I don't necessarily know that putting agility in C tier is where I would want it to be, but I'm content to leave it there for now
Okay. And just a note
because
for those people watching this, like when importing the icons, they got cut off, which is it's kind of weird that this program like auto fits everything to a square when it could just fit it in a square. Like this little guy could
yeah.
have just fit in a square and not had to touch arms and elbows
Mhm.
to the side. So
Get the poor man's
things,
head cut off, You don't need
yeah,
that.
things like thieving looks like an upside down anvil, but
Mhm.
that's definitely a mask cut off.
But thieving's the only one where it's like really bad.
Yeah, you can
Like,
pretty much tell what everything else is. But
yeah.
if it looks weird, it wasn't our fault. We didn't like intentionally
It
crop
does this
these.
with all of them. It's not as bad as the boss tier list.
Oh, the boss tier
But
list where we just saw books and
it's
like
just different. We didn't like
the
judge by the pants, which was
yes, and
which
the
archaeologist was which.
Arthur fist, the meme. You just saw
Yeah,
his fist.
the Arthur Fist meme. Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm content to leave agility in C.
Okay.
Initially, I probably would have put it in D, but quality of lifescape is pretty pog, so I'll put it in C, and we'll maybe see if it changes from there. But
What do you want to do next?
let's do a fucking gathering skill, man. Let's do fishing.
Okay. Initially, I hated fishing. It's so slow and so again, it's one of those like after you get to a certain level, I feel like even as an Iron Man, and call me out if I'm wrong on this, but like even after a certain level, you just stop fishing because you don't need to fish to like give yourself the food that you need because you're getting it from PVM drops. So
Yeah.
take away PVM drops, fishing can be very useful. Like I'm sure there's people back in the day that would sit at like sharks for hours
Hey, you made fucking
because
bank back in the day.
well, I'm just saying like usefulness. Like if you had a bossing trip that you had to go on and you wanted to stock up like a couple thousand sharks just to be good,
Mhm.
you could either go and find somebody selling them, but they were balls expensive, or you get
Mhm.
yourself what is it 80 something fishing and you sit at the docks for a while. So in terms of usefulness, it has a ancient use. I think this skill came out in 2002. So
Yeah.
nearly 20 years of being in the game. And I can surely tell you that if I didn't have to get it to 99, I would not have. But I did.
I feel
And
like that's the case with most of these skills, though.
I mean, I
Like
love some of
the
them.
only reason to get to 99 is to max,
max,
for
yeah.
like 20 of these 23 skills.
Yeah.
Like range, mage, hit points, anything. Okay, non-combat's the only thing worth getting to 99.
Construction.
Maybe construction.
We'll get into
maybe,
it.
maybe.
Right now,
Because,
we're
like,
talking about fishing.
you could buy house tabs. Like, maybe.
That's true.
But
so fishing for
yeah.
me is gonna land like right around where agility is. It could go with fire making, but I still think it has some redeeming qualities.
I think that's pretty low for fishing. I quite like fishing myself. I think,
Yeah.
of the 3 gathering skills, it's always been my favorite. I think the rewards from it are fun enough. Like, there's, woodcutting, you get birdhouses, you get, like, the big trophy fish if you want to hunt for those, like a fun little collection slot thing. You'll always need karambwans. Nothing fucking drops karambwans. Always need to fish karambwans on an Iron Man account, surely.
That's true.
But 55 agility. Speaking of,
Jesus.
Didn't proc in the clan chat. I've been scammed.
Oh no.
But
what are you thinking? BRT? BRT?
BRT. I would think I would think B, because again, anything with a skilling boss minigame has mad potential to be enjoyable. I like Temporos quite a bit.
So you're saying fire making?
Fire making also serves no use now. Slow down now.
It's useless and it sucks. So it's like the Winter Todd is why it's in D tier essentially.
Well, no, you can get 350k an hour burning redwoods.
Yeah, but fast doesn't mean it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun when it's done. It's fun when it's over with.
Listen, I'm ragging on fire making so much, but like I actually enjoyed training it with the line fires because I did the sweaty method where like you run to and then you
you teleport to Varrock, you line fire all the way down to the bank, you teleport.
No. In the GE, you'll see people like running to a certain spot and then coming back. Like you run 2 squares east, you make 2 squares, you make 2 fires. Then you run 2 more squares east, you make fires. You like there's got to be like a tick perfect efficient video online that you can watch. Just trust me. It's very sweaty and it's very click intensive, but you get with redwoods, you get like 500 or 600k an hour doing it that way versus just line fire one after another. It's weird.
600k an hour. We'll have to double check ourselves on that. That doesn't seem realistic, but I believe it's fast. I would think it's more close to 350.
Okay. I stand by my 500 to 600k because I did it.
I mean, you have the 99.
Getting those rates.
You have the 99 and I don't.
I effectively did line fires from like 95 to 99 because I was just over Winter Todd at that point.
Oh, 100% you do line fires. Because like that much Todd, that's like 600 games of Winter Todd.
Anyway, fishing B tier. I think next I want to go with fletching. Like in terms of useless skills for main accounts, this is one of them. You can buy anything and everything that you can fletch in this game. Besides,
all right, if you're going to use the main account argument, all of these skills are useless.
No, they're not. Not all of them. A house is very useful for somebody who's a main. Could you have a rejuvenation pool accessible without doing a diary? Or like burning up like Ferox Enclave teleports?
Yeah, we'll just use Ferox. It's a hell of a lot cheaper to buy Rings of Dueling than it is mahogany planks.
That's
to 84 construction. So like if you're a main account, none of these fucking skills matter. So saying fletching is bad if you're a main, like I didn't fletch my own toxic blowpipe. I bought it. But like
you could have.
I could have. I don't think I would have been able to kill Sulfur without a toxic blowpipe. So I don't think it would have mattered necessarily.
Yeah.
But
so where are you content with putting this? Because if I had to go with gut reaction, it's probably C tier for me.
My gut reaction is B. I think it's
so a little bit better than C.
Yeah,
which is fine.
It's mellow. It doesn't take I'm fletching right now in the main. It doesn't take any effort to do.
It does make you
Unless,
money if you do certain
unless
methods too.
you want to sweat your balls off. What's the world record for 99 fletching? Like an hour and a half or something like that
Oh yeah,
from
it's
darts?
disgusting. But it also costs like $6.
Yeah, it's ridiculously expensive to do it that way, but you can't do it quickly if you have the capital. Like I remember when Immortal went for 99 fletching, that man would hand me money all the time and I would buy out like Dragon Dart tips. He'd hand me like
Wow.
400 mil and I'd buy, 13,000 Dragon Dart tips and just like give him the money and the darts back
Wow,
because he needed to hit buy limit. But
that's
like,
crazy.
yeah, no, he did that with a lot of us back then when he was going for 99 fletching because like you can do it so fast
Yeah,
with Dragon Darts.
it's like
And
over a
with-
million XP per hour. Like
It's-
over. Way
yeah,
over.
it's ridiculous. It is gonna give you arthritis. So like brace
should it go in-
yourself.
So should it go in C tier because arthritis?
No, I mean I'm still saying B tier because like I don't see anything inherently wrong with fletching to put it in C tier,
Mm-hmm.
because like I think if
Why
we
not?
say it's not useful if you're a main, all these skills that are not combat skills are fucked. Even Slayer's fucked if we say that. So
I mean, you have to have money in this game to like have fun. You know what I
you
mean?
don't need a Slayer level to do Theater of Blood. There's not
I'm not-
Nightmare.
Listen, you can't just do raids. You're gonna burn out so quickly. Like you need Slayer bosses to even.
We'll cross that bridge when we
like,
get to it.
Okay.
If
okay.
this is just for the hypothetical argument of it's useless because you're a main, and I don't
Okay.
like that argument. 'Cause I don't
crafting
think it holds.
is A tier or B tier, probably B tier. I just have a soft spot for crafting because it was one of my first 99s. I think it was like my third or fourth. I don't know. It's a very fast skill to train. If I'm learning from my ways, right, and I'm not just saying it's useless because you're a main account, then we can't even consider the uselessness of crafting because it's very useless. Like in terms of a pretty chill skill, you have glass blowing, you have battle stabs, you have, I don't know, a cool teleport close to a bank. I would pop it right there comfortably in B tier.
I was just about to say crafting and fletching may as well be the same skill.
Yes,
For me,
that's so
like,
true.
I don't even hate crafting. I have 46,000 molten glass in my mains bank that I have to go from 86 to 90, I think, because I don't have the money for battle staves. And like, it's just a nice, even, clean number to have with like 90 crafting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's
an easy one.
exactly the same as fletching. It can be cheap and mellow, i.e., molten glass, longbows, or it can be fucking expensive and ball sweatingly quick with dragon darts and battle staves.
Yeah, battle staves are at one point whenever I was like looking into getting crafting, I think battle staves, I'm not even kidding you, like 20 GP per XP.
Yeah.
They were so expensive.
It was, I think it's like 1.5 bill to get from like 60 something to 99 whenever you get the highest tier battle staff. I think it's like, what is it, air battle staff or fire battle staff? No, because air battle staff is it fire? Yeah,
Yeah, it's fire.
fire.
I'm gonna need
orbs.
you to look that one up because I don't think it's that expensive. I think it's like 3 GP per XP right now.
No fucking shot.
I don't think it's that expensive. I don't think it's bills. I really don't. With the amount of people that do their Varrock diaries, like there's got to be so many battle staffs in the game.
And
there's a lot of bots that do
crafting,
orbs.
weaponry, air battle staff at level 66. So that's the highest tier battle staff. Your target level in this calculator is going to be 99. Let's see. To make air battle staves. Oh, you know what it is? I'm thinking of the capital, not the loss.
Oh.
Yeah, because air battle staves, you lose about 48 mil.
But you need a lot of money to start it out.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the capital, not
Gotcha. No, yeah, you're right then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
you need a high amount of capital to make it worth it.
Yeah,
Because if you have to
like
sit there and buy like 150 or whatever at a time because that's all you can afford for 48 mil. No, it's not that much. But you're right. You're right. If you want to bank it, then yes, 1.5 bill. I can't imagine it's cheap. I didn't bank it, but it is still not a very expensive. At that rate, it's like 4 GP per XP.
Yeah,
right.
Which like not too bad.
No.
You know, not too bad. It's just, man, you got to have that money. I think the only 3 people who I've known who have maxed or are on the track to maxing is you, Immortal, and Michael. You Immortal and Scape. You are Michael.
That's me.
And I think, I don't know how you did it. Right? Did you did it with? No, you trained magic with glass blow.
I did super glass make.
But no, they both had to take like ridiculous loans. Like I think they both had like 700 mil loans out, and then gave most of it back when they sold it. And then owed, they probably owed about 50 mil back. Yeah, that makes sense. But no, crafting to me, it's effectively the same thing as fletching. It's expensive. It's chill. Useless on a main account, but absolutely essential on an iron. You know, you're thinking like darts and jewelry alone for those 2 skills probably carry fletching and crafting to be like S tier for Iron Men, but
yeah,
we are not an Iron Man podcast.
Maybe one day we will, because like I'm really enjoying playing my groupie.
Me too, dude. And it's fucked. I hate Iron Man mode, and I'm having a blast.
Good. I have like over a year of membership, so at least until next year, I'll be having fun. So let's go with your least favorite skill in the game.
Oh, that could be anything.
We're gonna talk about your other least favorite skill soon, but
there's a couple of them. It's so funny you say that, because farming is not my least favorite skill in the game. What I don't like is low level Walkman mode, no house farming. Fruit tree runs on my main account, cheering. Love that shit. I don't have any palm seeds right now, you know. The farming guild is a godsend, because I'll plant 1 herb, 1 bush, 1 allotment, 1 fucking Celestris, and I'll just have it all at the farming guild. I don't want to run all over the place. I don't want to use some daily fucking charges to get to some farm. I don't give a shit. Like, just make it convenient, right? Like all the tree patches, arguably except for maybe Brimhaven for the fruit trees, because I do fruit trees and Calquats to get the bonus XP.
Yeah.
And for the Hespori seeds for combat achievements. But like, that's good for me. Most of the fruit trees are right by teleports. I got that money. I can protect them. I don't give a shit. I never lose them. You know, I think the Hespori fight is fun. Mahogany trees are always a big hit of dopamine when those are planted. Like, I don't hate farming. I hate low level farming.
Gotcha. Are you 99 yet?
No, I'm 90. I looked at my account. I looked at the skills page. I went 41. That's my Iron Man. I'm 93 right now. I'm 150k away from 94.
Can you tell me the last time you did a consistent daily run?
Probably about a month and a half ago, but I ran out of palm seeds, and Michael, I sold my bank to buy a scythe. So like,
I'm not judging you. I'm just
buying saplings has not been my highest priority, but I am I'm out of saplings. I can't do any more runs. That said, if I just did palm trees, it would take me about 2 months to get 99. But that's not counting Calquats, Mahoganies, any farming contract, and Hespori.
Redwood.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like low, I need to... very, very slow ones that a lot of people skip on. Besides the pet, I could probably have farming in my life or not. It's probably one of my favorite skills. It's definitely in my top 5. Purely because for me, farming carried me through this game for probably close to 8 months. All I did was I would wake up, get on mobile, do an herb run, do a tree run, log off, go to bed, get on mobile, and like just like consistently repeating farming runs for about 8 months, and I got 99. And I can't tell you that I would have logged into the game those 8 months if it wasn't for my farm runs. And very passive, doesn't make you money, which not every skill has to make you money.
It can. If you do herb runs efficiently.
Oh,
like if you do
totally
like really good
objection
herb
hearsay.
runs.
I forgot about herb runs. You can make so much money in herb runs, bro. You can make so much money in herb runs.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like,
good, but that's another one.
Tree,
like the capital has to be there, bro.
So I would put this in A tier because yeah, it's not hard. It's very easy.
I'm not even gonna argue with that.
So many benefits.
I could even say that some would want this as S tier.
Yeah,
for a skill. I don't necessarily feel that I have it in the S tier, but I understand the merit of people wanting it in the S tier.
Listen, for me, the handle is an S tier. It's almost there. Like if we could have it be off center a little bit and like just the handle be living in S tier, that's how much of this skill I think should be in S tier. But like, it's sitting firmly in A tier for me.
Yeah, if you're a farming stan and you think farming should have been an S tier, we're sorry? Question mark. She said, "Yeah, TMD doesn't even fucking listen to these extra episodes."
Oh, we should just try and give him Patreon membership for life. He's been on two of our extra episodes so far. So next, what do you want to do next? I picked farming, so let's do a support skill.
Yeah, let's do a support skill. Support skill. Man, what's a support skill? Support skills are supportive. Let's do one that I'm sure you're assuming I'm going to want to put in the F tier, and you wouldn't be that far off. Thieving.
Thieving? Okay. To me, it seems like one of those, if it was in the game, if it was not in the game. Like, my view on it is the same. Apart from the money and the obvious, like, advantages you can get in very niche amounts of content, it's useless. I would even argue, and I'm going to get flamed for this, it's near useless for Iron Men. Besides the money, it's damn near useless.
Enhanced crystal teleport seeds, blood shards, seeds.
You can get all of those without thieving.
Well, yeah, you can.
Yeah, so...
But it doesn't cost... If we're talking Iron Man specifically, what I know from this shitty fucking game mode, it doesn't cost nearly the same kind of supplies. Oh. Like, if I'm using cakes and wines to keep myself alive at Viters, that's a hell of a lot cheaper than using fucking prayer pots to kill elves. Which I suppose the counter argument to that is there's an altar in Darkmire.
Yep.
And there's got to be an altar in Prif. I think Prif is the only location in the game with quite possibly literally every single option there.
Oh,
so
like you could do a Prif locked account and be really
if Prif
easy.
wasn't so goddamn difficult to get to, 100% you could do a Prif locked account.
Yeah, there's a lot of
you could max in a Prif locked account if it didn't take a master level quest to get there or grandmaster quest to get there. But like I would argue thieving is useful for Iron Men, not as useful as like cooking, farming, Slayer. But I would argue it's useful. This is not me defending a skill I hate, though. I'll let you finish.
No, I was gonna say, does it having a use bump it out of F? Like, are we ever gonna put a skill in F tier? Yes, we are. But are we ever gonna consider? Are we gonna consider the usefulness of thieving to Iron Man and to those niche accounts? Like, as an example, I'm watching a lot of tile accounts, and there's a guy named Pip who he uses the chests in Ardoin that you can get nature runes from, and he's stocked, like, he has no other way to get nature runes, but it's literally 3 tiles back and forth for him to like thieve from those chests, and the man stocked up like 1,000 nature runes. So if that wasn't in the game, how would this very niche area locked type account have, content, or how would they be able to train?
That statement out of context of the show you're watching, like the series,
Mm-hmm.
does not, and quite frankly, here's a controversial RuneScape opinion, should not matter to the overall integrity of this game.
Mm-hmm.
Boo hoo, my already restricted account is restricted even further. If I can't use this niche method, how will I survive? Play a fucking main account and shut the fuck up. Like, I'm sorry. That should not be an argument for anything.
And you have a Swampbletics poster on your wall. How do you say that?
That man did not once complain. He jumped over the bridge that killed TMD 80,000 times. That man did not once complain. Did he go through a mental health crisis at one point? Yes, the poor man did. That's why he died to those vampires. He's doing better now, and he's thriving. My point is, don't play Ultimate Iron Man mode unless you really fucking hate yourself, and then don't complain if you've somehow made the game harder for yourself. Circling back to thieving. This is the most frustrating fucking skill in the game.
Yeah. I mean, there's just like all the methods to train this. I take that back. All the methods to train this skill are very click intensive. I was gonna say Pyramid Plunder is not click intensive. It is. So,
bro, you'll die if you don't pay attention to Pyramid Plunder.
I was just like, I had rose-colored glasses on when I was thinking about Pyramid Plunder, but no, it's very click intensive. Is that the right term of phrase?
Yeah,
okay, cool.
I don't think rose-colored glass. I don't know if it's the right turn of phrase, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
had fond memories of Pyramid Plunder.
So Pyramid Plunder is one of my preferred methods to train thieving.
Mm-hmm.
But thieving is annoying. Thieving is like all you have to do to earn $50 is open this unlocked box. Mm-hmm. But 80% of the time, there's not $50 in there. There's a swarm of fucking bees.
Oh,
thieving is so fucking irritating. I almost quit the game trying to get the thieving requirement for DS2. I was awake at my ex's house the weekend of 4th of July. I was in a different room because her parents were home and they're kind of old school. So I was sleeping in one of her moved out siblings' beds. And they're all early risers. So they were in bed by 11 o'clock. So naturally, I was in bed by 11 o'clock. What the fuck else am I going to do? But I was a jobless degenerate who played RuneScape all day. I stayed up and tapped that Artie Knight until 3 o'clock in the morning. And I understand the innuendo of tapping that Artie Knight. At this point, that wasn't the case. This Artie Knight fucked me harder than I have ever been fucked by a non-combat NPC.
And another innuendo?
No. At this point, it's just deliberate, right? I have had nothing but not... I shouldn't even say nothing. I've had some positive experiences. Two of my favorite ways to train thieving, when you're at the mid-60s, stone chests and Zaya. I stand by stone chests 100%. Bring a fucking super anti-poison, bring a Serp Helm, and just sit there. You get medium clues, you get gems that you can make into bolt tips, you get some herbs, you get some seeds, you get those lizard man fangs, you get some of the amulets. What are they called? Xerix talismans. Yeah. That's got potential. Pyramid Plunder is a decent carry all the way through 99 thieving. Once you unlock it after Ixtwaste's little helper, it's a pretty solid method. Is it my favorite? No, but it's solid. The downside is Pharaoh Scepters are about to become extremely expensive. Why? They used to be 2 or 3 mil. Remember the botting days?
Oh, are they adding a teleport to raids?
Yup.
Oh my gosh.
Once you buy a Pharaoh Scepter, you can use it on a pillar outside raids. Kind of like how you use the mountain guide at Chambers.
Mm-hmm.
And you can access it through there, but there's no other. It's not like the Draken's Medallion or the Xerix Talisman. It's unlimited, or it'll be it'll hold 50,000 charges or something like that.
Whoa.
But I'm saying it's a purchasable item. So the day of release, Pharaoh Scepters are going to be expensive.
Wow.
I don't
you're
know.
right.
I think I have a lot of personal gripes with thieving. I think I don't enjoy the training methods because there's mad potential to fail, more so than a skill like agility where you can like possibly fail rooftop courses. But like you can fail thieving very frequently.
Yeah.
In a very annoying way. And the ways to get the best XP per hour cause people physical pain.
Yeah.
So like that's not fun, and not physical pain in the sense of like, oh, haha, I hurt. What is
That was
happening to
very
your
sour.
face right now, my
That
guy?
was involuntary.
Bro, Michael just busted a nut on these pineapple rings.
My eye
What a
twitched.
buy, my guy. But no, I don't know.
So
I don't like thieving. I understand it has a use case, but I think it's frustrating. Remember, box of bees. I would put it in
D tier.
I would put it in C tier because if you get the rogue's outfit, which also fucking sucks to obtain, by the way.
Yeah.
The rogue's outfit is just terrible. I think I've done one lap of Rogue's Den successfully in my entire life. The first time I did it on my main, I made it all the way through to the very end. I was like, oh, where does it, like, oh, I failed the trap. Where does it send me? Outside of the arena. I said, I'm never fucking coming back here ever again. And I just didn't. So I don't have a Rogue's outfit on my main or any other account for that matter.
So here's a
But-
fun fact for you. I paid my friend $1 million to log into my account.
You
get
scammed
my
the
rogues.
fuck out of your friend. You scammed the fuck out of your friend.
That's all he asked for. I mean,
Bro.
it probably took him like 10 minutes. That's that's a lot of money.
Oh my god.
I don't know. But
I
I've never
don't
gotten a rogue's
like it.
outfit. I have the rogue's outfit. I've never gotten it.
But a
I'm
rogue's
gonna
outfit,
have to do it on my main or my Iron Man.
a rogue's outfit at Vires right now is a 20 mil thief.
Yeah.
So
So it
I
can make you money.
mean-
I mean, it's a money making skill. So
I C tier, sure. It's got a pretty cool pet. Pet's
Wait a
got some
second.
pretty accessible transmogs. That's cool. How you doing, you bastards? My name's Fortunato. I work at the Draenor Village wine stand, and this is not a real commercial. That's right, you audio only sons of bitches. You're not it's Oxie. We're back. It's commercial time, everyone. I would say I hope you enjoyed that commercial, but I am the commercial now, and so is Michael. So you better enjoy it as much as we did. Yeah, this is a Patreon episode. If it's not abundantly clear, because the first hour and 20 minutes of main title content were spent eating Hawaiian snacks, saying the F word about 700 times, and putting skills places where people may not agree. Question mark. Somebody in the clan chat just said, you must have 99 smithing because I want to bend you over an anvil and hammer you. And I love it. I love it.
it was directed at you too.
I know that's the best part. Darkseid's out here making 99 skill puns, and I got gold, and that's staying in too, just to meet the chaotic theme of this extra episode. So we hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. We have a little bit more left to go. I know there's some skills we haven't quite covered yet, but in lieu of an actual commercial, Michael and I are going to shout out the people that, well, we're going to do the Patreon shout outs like we always do. Don't worry. Community question, achievement of the week, fun question, all that will return next week. We are going to be in for one hell of a achievement of the week next week. It's going to be something because you guys have done a ton of shit this week, and I'm sure next week's going to be no different. I'm sure the community question is going to be a lot of fun to answer as well. We've had a couple fun questions come through, so we promise we'll get back to form next week. But for right now, we are going to stick with shouting out the patrons. So in the wise old man tier, we have 10,000 slugs, Scape Caution, Elagio, Bolimer, Basket, Benjamin R, Pork Jerry, Hadadbod, C. Gladney, Connor M, Morty, Creamed Ham, Drum TXT, Duke Bradley, D. Falconer, Flying Castiel, Fortimus, Francine 1225, Who Farted, Jack McCann, Jake W, Jerry, John P, Potato Pancake, Posh Padre, Magmorpheus, Mima, Nasty MFer, Kick My Knack. That's a fun name. 999999, Ninja Turtle Ruby, Obsidian Paladin, slipped over that one for a second. Okami Damashi, Pine Martin 709, Poorly Hung, aka I Swallow, Russa Fury, Salted Snake, Soggy Waffles, Shadow, Skillaxin, Sholdveg, Solaire OS, Sweet and Tangy, The Chungaroo, Top Hat Gangbang, THG Bang. I have a hard time pronouncing that one when it's just the letters. So I said your name twice. So you get both because Patreon has one, then the other. For some reason, the letter, I want to say Thugabang, and I know that's not it. So I apologize. Thormac, Troll, T-Pace, Valdon, and Zach without a K. Thank you guys so much for supporting at the Wise Old Man tier. The list is growing massive. So thank you guys. We really do appreciate that. It's so cool to watch, like, you know, this thing that's gone from just a few people supporting to now there are 60 something people that we shout out every week. So you guys are awesome. There is a small group of people that we've yet to shout out, and that is, of course, the King Black Dragon tier. So kicking off the King Black Dragon tier, we have Bloodman, aka Young Kyle. My dad. Hi, Dad. Fun fact, my dad watches the extra episodes. He doesn't watch main title content, but he watches the extra episodes because he gets notifications from Patreon. And the first couple were very, like, personal, where, like, Michael and I talked about, like, past Halloween and, like, weird Christmas gifts. And he just, like, kept watching. So he's like, I don't know what any of these skills are. I'm like, that's the foundation of RuneScape, my guy. So he has a lot of fun when we do the RuneScape themed extra episodes. Nice. So you can imagine he was so entrenched and understood everything about this one.
I'm gonna need to message your dad and ask him his thoughts on the one that me and my wife did about the restaurants.
Honestly, we were in Europe during then, so I don't know if he would have listened to it while we were in Europe. So I'll ask him about it because he might have some thoughts on that one. But in any case, thanks, Dad. Continuing on, we have GIM Stones, Jordy, Kroll, the Lord Jake himself, our third favorite Patreon supporter, Ralph, Rylithian, Skooma92, Spartan Fire, and Toast No Toast. You guys are awesome. I don't even know what else I can really say about it because KBD tier, you guys rule. Literally, yeah, legendary. So if you want to support us on Patreon at any financial tier, whether it's shout outable or not, we have tiers as low as $1. If you'd like to do that, you don't have to, but if you're interested, head over to patreon.com/Xpwaste. The link will be in the description down below. I think I'm done promoting with this segment, but we do have one more thing we want to talk about. So you guys are aware that we were working on a goal for a while.
Yeah.
Part of the things that Michael and I did over the weekend was refine that a little bit. So Michael, please take it away. So I have to stop advertising.
Well, I'm going to do more advertising. So
thank God.
Thank you, Oxie.
You're so much better at it than I am.
So we have been talking about this challenge over the last probably month, 2 months at this point. I think we introduced it maybe the beginning of July, beginning of June. I can't remember, but it's been a while. And to summarize the challenge as it was, because it has changed, we had a goal to reach 150 patrons on our Patreon. And once we hit 150, then Oxie would fly to Texas. We would spend the afternoon getting matching tattoos. And we would record an episode live in my office together. Not live like you're going to see it on YouTube, us together. But essentially, we would be together for the first time recording. And it was going to be fun. But I was thinking, like, I don't know if I was in the shower, sitting on the toilet. You know, the reflection time. You know, you have some time to yourself. You start to think. It's like, that challenge is only good for Oxie and I. Like, it means nothing to anybody who's, like, helping support us on Patreon, because you guys aren't getting anything out of it. We're getting tattoos. which would be hype. But like you guys aren't getting anything for it. So we redacted the challenge to really like go back to the drawing board, and we still want to have a challenge, and just like really think about what it is we want to do that would reward you as the participating patrons. So the new challenge as it stands right now, and as it will stand forever, we would like to hit 150 patrons on Patreon. Surprising, I know. That hasn't changed. But the new challenge is once we hit 150, everybody who is subscribed at that very moment, so the first 150 people who subscribe to our Patreon, we will we'll design a custom shirt for everyone, and every single person who is there at the first 150 will have their name on the back of the shirt, and then we will give you guys the shirt for free. So we'll have like a cool design on the front. It'll be, I don't know, we haven't really talked about the design, but it'll be Xpwaste themed. It'll be more than just our logo, hopefully. But on the back,
it will be more than just our logo.
Yeah.
Come on now, of course, it will be. It'll be a cool shirt.
I would, I'm excited to wear it because I am a gnome child patron, so my name will be on the shirt. But yeah, so this gives it all to you. Like, there is no, we're going to get a tattoo at 150 patrons. There is no, Oxie's going to fly to Texas when we get 150 patrons. The whole challenge is that once we hit 150, everybody will have their name on a shirt to commemorate the first 150, and you'll get that shirt for free. On the flip side of that, we still want to get tattoos. We still want Oxie to come to Texas. So what we're going to do...
We did go through all that work to design the potential tattoos and just not get them.
You can't just hype yourself up for a tattoo and then just not get it. I don't know if you guys know this. Audio-only listeners will not know this, but like, I have an entire sleeve. I love tattoos. They are very addicting. So what we are planning to do, and we have kind of the bare bones idea. So we have enough to tell you guys. We are going to do an Xpwaste meetup. One in Texas and then one in Michigan. Dates, TBD. The one in Texas, we're actually calling it Xpwaste North and Xpwaste South. So Xpwaste Meetup South will be in Texas. Xpwaste Meetup North will be in Michigan. And I mean, if this is popular enough, heck, we might even do an Xpwaste Meetup West. Go somewhere in California.
I don't know about all that. I don't know how we're gonna get plane tickets out to Cali right now. Jamie sent a message in our admin chat that it's 120 degrees out there, so we better go in the winter time. I hope everyone in California listening is okay, by the way.
Yeah.
Because Jesus.
That is hot. That is very, very hot. I thought it was hot in Texas, but apparently not. So the first meetup, we're tentatively planning it for November, sometime in November. It won't be any time like super close to the holidays because I know that that's generally reserved for like, meeting up with family. So stay tuned in the coming weeks. We'll give you guys a lot more details, but the Xpwaste meetup is open to anyone who wants to come. I'm not sure how we would handle it if like thousands of people all wanted to come to Texas to meet us, but I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get there, But
yeah, as far as a few more like concrete-ish details, I think the general consensus between Michael and I was like meet somewhere public, Dave and Buster's-esque style thing where we don't have to rent out an entire building for people to hang out with because, either no one shows up or way too many people show up and then like, oh God, the table for 10 is now a table for 50. Like, what are we going to do about that?
Yeah.
So public space. I don't know about you, Michael, but I know North will be somewhere in the Metro Detroit area. I'm not going to bring you guys out to my city that I live in right now because it's boring as shit out here. If you guys live in Michigan and you're aware of where I live, you understand that it's boring as shit out here. So somewhere around Detroit, Metro Detroit. So if you've never been, you'll get to see the no, it's Detroit. I'm a dumbass. I lived here for 26 years. I almost called Detroit the capital of the state. It used to be back in the day, but then when we were at war with, I think it was the British, maybe they moved Detroit because they felt it was too close to the water, so they moved it to Lansing because they were concerned that Detroit would be too easily overtaken by an opposing naval force.
Gotcha.
So,
and now that doesn't matter.
yeah.
So, woo. And to that point, the Texas meetup will be in Fort Worth, Texas. So if you're in any of the surrounding cities, Oklahoma, somewhere in Texas, Houston, all that, it's not a very far drive. So plan for a fun afternoon somewhere in Texas, Fort Worth to be exact, not just somewhere. So yeah.
It's not limited if you live in the States either. We did North and South because like we've got some people who live California, Arizona, Texas, Oklahoma. We've got some people who live Detroit, Illinois, Ohio, Maine, New York, things like that. So like it's just whichever one is easier for you to get to or come to both. It doesn't matter.
I'll
or
be
go
at
to
both.
neither. And yeah, I'll also be at both, which is Michael and I each get one easy one and then one where we have to travel for. So it'll be a lot of fun. And then I'm not sure which one, but I think we still plan on getting the tattoos anyway. So
Yeah. That'll still happen. So stay tuned. Hey, like the shirt that we designed may be what we end up getting tattooed. Who really knows? It's all up in the air at this point. So thank you guys for listening to this segment. If you have any questions, please let us know. We have Xpwaste chat in our Discord. Feel free to talk about it there. We'd love to answer any questions, brainstorm ideas if you guys want to help. But look out for more details coming in the future. Oxie, is it time to send the folks back to the episode?
I think it is. I think we're going to send the folks back to the episode, and I think we're about to start talking about another support skill, if I remember correctly, of where I cut the episode. So yeah, you guys have fun with this, and thank you again for listening. Thank you to the patrons. Join Patreon, do all the things. This is effectively our closing for the episode. Look at all our links, follow our socials, blah blah blah. You guys are awesome, and we hope you enjoy the next half of this episode. Bye. But like,
we never did a support skill, did we?
Thieving is a support skill.
No, bro. I was talking like a support skill to like
Thieving.
Cooking is a support skill to fishing.
No, cooking is a production skill.
What is the support skill? Fishing?
Construction? No, that's a gathering.
There's a gathering and a support. So like fire making is the
Michael.
Like smithing is a support skill too.
Michael.
Mining.
OSRS skills. Michael. Support skills are agility, thieving, and slayer. Artisan and or production skills are cooking, smithing, fletching, fire making, herblore, crafting, rune craft, and construction. Gathering, mining, fishing, woodcutting, hunter, and farming. And combat, attack, strength, defense, magic, range, prayer, and hit points. My guy. Them sour candies are getting to you, my guy.
It's also very late at night.
Bitch, it's 11 p.m.
I know. I'm an
on
old
a
man.
Friday night.
I'm an old man. I went to bed at like past midnight last night and got up at 7 a.m. for the past 3 days.
Yeah, sounds like my life.
Aunt Michael needs to go to sleep.
I'm content to put thieving in C tier. I'm also content to stick it in D tier if you want to stick it in D tier.
No, it can stay in C tier because you just talked for like 5 minutes straight about the good things about thieving, and there's no conceivable way we can put it in D tier.
Fucking hate it.
Because if it's...
I have cause. It's because I hate it.
If we're talking fire making is the basis for what a D tier skill is.
Stop with the basis.
Then
we can't keep comparing skills to other skills because you can't do that.
Then what's the point in a tier list? I digress. I want to do prayer next. I feel like we need a combat skill back in the mix. And I'm gonna put prayer right up here in S tier. This is an S tier skill. I cannot I cannot survive in this game without prayer. It is the basis
every
of like
sense of the word.
every mechanic. Yeah, literally. Literal mechanics of this game are built around prayer and prayer switching and counting to 2. So I don't think it needs a lot of explanation, but for me, it's an S tier. What do you think?
Yeah, it's fast to train. Fucking expensive,
Yeah.
but fast to train. I don't even need to speak on the usefulness of prayer.
Oh,
Prayer
yeah.
is a skill that's so necessary it speaks for itself.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
Yep.
If getting the best in slot range prayer was marginally easier, that would be cool.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to complain that it's a rage drop. If we got a new prayer book, that would be cool.
It would be cool.
But not like people, when they hear new prayer book, they think curses from RS3, like Soul Split.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck off. It doesn't have to be Soul Split. Maybe it can be something else.
Did you know that in the original dev blog for raids, they actually wanted to release way more prayers, but they just got voted down?
Really?
Yeah, you should go look them up. Like, they're pretty interesting. Look up the original. So it was way more than Rigor and Augury, which I think is very interesting.
It's cool.
What do you want to do next?
That was a quick one. Let's do Herblore.
Herblore.
Call him my name, yeah.
Here's a here's a question for you back at home. Is this a frog or a plant? Is the Herblore skill icon a frog or a plant?
Man, why do you got to do that to me?
Why you got to do that to me? I've been staring at this thing the whole time thinking, are we looking at the ass of a frog? Are we looking at some cool plant?
Ma'am, now it looks like a frog. Man.
What did it look like to you before?
An herb, a plant.
Is it a frog or is it a plant?
Well, it is a plant, but now I see a frog. Man,
it is a plant. What plant are we looking at? I'm sorry. The eye twitch is involuntary. I'm telling you right now. These pineapple gummies are so sour. They're not like Airhead sour. But
are Airheads sour to you?
Warheads, sorry.
Oh, I was like, dude, I knew you were white, but like, my
Shut up,
God, dude.
Warheads. Yeah, this is involuntary, the eye twitch. It's a frog though. It's got to be a frog. Like, the only thing that I can think of is you use frog legs in Herblore. Or, I mean, there would be no reason. There's literally no reason why it's not a plant. It should be a plant, but I really think it's a frog. Can we
do me a favor?
Can we tweet at Mod Ash and ask him?
Michael, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Go to the RuneScape wiki and type rain our weed, or literally any herb.
Okay. I can't because the tier list will leave the screen.
OSRS.
I'm tier locked, Oxie.
Renar.
I can't believe you didn't know this was a frog.
Michael, it's supposed to be the sprite of an herb. Jesus Christ.
Is it really? Why does it have arms?
I don't know if you're trolling.
I'm not trolling. I would
Michael,
never troll
look
you.
at that image I just sent you on Discord.
Looking. Okay. I mean, let me give you the sprite. Let me just Google frog for me real quick.
Michael, I know what a frog looks like.
Google RuneScape frog.
I'm sticking Herblore in A tier because I can't fucking stand this conversation.
Okay.
Anymore.
A tier. Perfect. I love it.
A tier for frog.
Potions are so needed in this game. And
we love frogs.
The only way that we love frogs, yes. The only way that you're going to get potions besides if they just stocked shops full of them, which would suck, like Shopman mode, not fun. Shopscape, I should say. Shopscape. If it was Shopscape, it would honestly just suck. So, yes, a way to make your own herbs. And not herbs, a way to make your own potions. I want to throw up magic and I think Magic should be an S tier, but I need you to talk me down. Because I want to put all of the combat skills in S tier, but I think that we need to have a balance. Like we put strength in A tier, arguably could have been S tier, but like Magic should be an S tier.
All right, so here's the deal, right? Let me adjust in my chair real quick. I'm not going to talk you down. I'm going to give you. I'm going to hit you with this for all the combats, right? Combat in old school RuneScape is fun. It is. I don't want to say objectively because I know there are people out, like everyone enjoys something different. But I feel like if we were to poll our Discord and say, what do you enjoy the most? Flipping on the GE, player killing, skilling, or PVM, including Slayer.
PVM would like win.
PVM would win. I'm going to guess by like a 95% people voting for Michael. Any combat in the game.
I want to get this thought out. Like 95. If you polled 100 people in our Discord, 95 of them would say PVM. I got to think it's at least like 70%.
If you're going to barter with me, I'm saying 80 at least. I would guess it's closer to the mid to high 90s. If we say combat, like
we should put out a straw poll. We really should put out a straw
100%. We'll just put out a random straw poll with no context with people outside the Patreon for the entire Discord. With that exact question, we'll add everyone. What is your favorite general activity to do? Flipping on the GE, because like money making could be strewn as like PVM as well.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll just put like skilling, PKing, or combat, including Slayer, PVM, things like that. I'm going to guess that PVM has an overwhelming majority mid to high 90s. Combat is fun, right?
Yeah.
So it's natural to look at these skills and think, oh, yeah, that's fun. Like, I fucking love training Magic. Like, I remember when I got night, like,
yeah.
And I think we put strength in A tier. Oh, why we put strength in A tier? Because melee,
it's just kind of you get it done. Like,
yeah,
it's a
like
side
melee,
effect of being. It's a side effect of having fun.
Yeah, like melee isn't something that you go out of your way to train. You know, like, and the same thing could be said for range as well. Like range,
yeah.
You know, with the new tier balancing, it's a little bit different. You know, they released the tier balancing a couple weeks ago. So, like, now you need, like, 90 strength for a Scythe of a Tour. I think you need, is it 85? Yeah, you need 85 range for a Twisted Bow now.
Really?
Hold on, did they change the Bofa, too? You need 80 range for a Bofa? Yeah, so they changed everything with the tier list. So, now that, like, higher levels, it kind of reflects just how strong some of these weapons are, which is good. It's a good change.
So it's balancing. A lot of balancing.
It's a lot of tier balancing. But I think Magic is unique in the combat skills in that quite literally something is unlocked at damn near every level.
Every level, yeah.
It's like Magic, construction, crafting.
Yeah.
Magic, construction, crafting, maybe cooking. Like that, those get unlocks.
I would say Herblore before cooking.
Yeah. Oh, Herblore is way better than cooking. Yeah. Those 3 or 4 skills, constant unlocks. So, like, you're always gaining something from training Magic. Standard Spellbook, max is 95. Ancient Spellbook, max is 96. Lunar, 96. Arceus is 92. Wow. Right? There's armor that goes up to 75. There's equipment that goes up to 70. Enchanting bolts goes up to 87. So, like, Magic has a lot of unlocks that are beneficial in a lot of situations because of how versatile the skill is and how enjoyable it is to train in a short amount of time. So, I'm not going to argue with you. Magic is far and away. Magic is an S tier if there ever was an S tier.
Yeah.
Magic,
I feel like
is a good skill.
Just to add my 2 cents, the reason I initially was like S tier all the way, it's like Walkman mode sucks, and the only reason that this game doesn't suck early game is because of Magic. Like the ability to teleport to the main cities in the game, as well as having a way to get to your player-owned house without having to run to the effing portal. like mind blown. Like take away magic, this game crumbles.
The ability to kill shit. You want to talk about fun combat? The ability to do any of the early game quests.
Yeah.
Like,
From a
could you
safe,
imagine like a
distance.
mithril scimitar against that motherfucker from like the Grand Tree?
Oh,
You get
yeah.
your ass kicked,
No.
dude.
Without prayers, no one's doing that quest with prayers. Seriously, I almost died on our hardcore
Bro, I
group
did
Ironman
that shit like
because
the week we got our hardcore,
Yeah.
the week we had GIM,
so
because I could safe spot it.
take away magic, the game crumbles. There's not a lot of skills that have that reputation. So you want to completely pivot from S tier and go straight to F tier?
I can see one skill that you could possibly put in the F tier. What do you got?
100% mining.
That's a man right there.
100% mining.
That's a man right there.
Take away mining, nothing in this game crumbles. Literally nothing.
Because you're not even mining rocks.
Hey, that's my dad joke. So, I have a lot of experience doing mining. I've never done like the tick manipulation mining, like granite. I don't know. I have almost zero experience with any sort of tick manipulation. I can't even say it. I have almost zero experience with any tick manipulation methods in this game. Like I did about 10 minutes of it during fishing. Hated it. Absolutely hated it. Didn't try it for mining. Didn't try it for woodcutting. So I don't have the full picture, but I'm done with every skill that requires any sort of tick manipulation, if that means anything. Anyway, mining, hated every second. I hated it more than rune crafting, and that's saying something. Very slow, very boring, minimal payoff. I mean, I made like 45 mil. That's nothing to shake a stick at. I mean, there's a guy in our clan. I don't remember who it was. I apologize. But their first 99 was mining.
You're talking about Parker way back in the day?
No. This is somebody else. This is somebody recent. But I mean, that's okay. I guess like you're really starting off your account on a good foot, but like that probably took you like 5 months. I'm not kidding. It's slow because you know, like a level 3 isn't going to VM. That's impossible. There's no VM in your future. Anyway, I liked VM. I really did. Volcanic Mine.
Yeah.
For anybody not familiar with the acronym, I really liked Volcanic Mine. It had flaws. And we could probably get into the flaws and talk like for the next 30 minutes, but that's not what the episode's about. I'm content with to leave it here and just wash my hands of this horrid skill.
I don't even got a piece to speak about mining. F tier.
F tier.
If you've trained mining, you know why. F tier.
Okay. So let's go with your least favorite skill. And where would you put Hunter?
Oh, man. I think I'd have to say that mining is my true least favorite skill.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't dislike Hunter.
What level is your Hunter level?
79.
What level is your mining level?
82. You want to know why? Diaries, baby.
Yeah,
Diaries.
that's true.
If you can bet your whole ass, if somebody said, "Oh, the only mining level you'll need is 68 mining or 67 mining for this achievement diary," I'd have 64. Wouldn't train that bitch another minute, dude.
You can't wield a dragon. Okay. You can wield a dragon at that point.
Not. I got a dragon pickaxe for Chambers of Zarek. Do not give a shit. That would be all I need right there.
Yeah.
I need 50 mining to do Heroes Quest, and I'm 9 levels away. For the life of me, getting the 60k XP I need, I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have to lamp my way to 50 mining, which
Oxie,
sucks because I only have 35 rune crafting.
Oxie,
but man, I hate it so much. But no, I think Hunter is useless. I don't think Hunter isn't fun. I think Hunter is useless. Hunter doesn't have a purpose. I like catching black chinchompas. I
Man's never done
enjoyed doing.
Herblore.
I was just about to say I enjoyed doing Herbivore on leagues. A big piece of that.
Much different though.
It wasn't that much different. It was just unlimited run, and that's the only piece of it.
You didn't need the herbs though. Like you didn't. There were so many like set effects that you could just have like unlimited herbs.
Bro, this was Leagues 2. What are you talking about?
Oh.
I fucked with Hunter in Leagues 2. I caught a shitload of Herbivore. There was a task to like catch 500, dude. I had a blast with Herbivore. I had unlimited run. I could run around with my 99 Slayer cape in my Inquisitor and look hot as hell and catch
So hot.
Herbivore. Like I enjoy doing Hunter methods. Implings are a fun little they're like a fun little grab bag everywhere you go. You know, you get a higher level hunter, you can catch all these implings, you get a fun little reward. Like, oh, I'm doing fishing at Mount Quidamortem with Michael. There's an eclectic impling, free medium clue. Like, Hunter can be enjoyable.
Yeah.
But Hunter is fucking pointless.
Nope.
Hunter.
You just listed at least 3 things that have it, like Black Chins, Herbivore, and Implings. Those are things that keep it out of F tier.
I don't want to put Hunter in the F tier.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
I'm content for like a B or C for Hunter. Because
really?
frankly, I don't hate the skill. I hate that it doesn't have a purpose. You need 70 for Song of the Elves, and that's the absolute highest Hunter you will ever need to progress your account in the game. You could complete the game and get 2
asterisk on that.
50. You could get 2 49 total level, 48 total level with only 70 Hunter and be content. Like your account. I don't even think it's correct. Because we all know we're terrible at math, but like, you know, it's just not necessary.
Yeah.
Like it's a cool addition, but
it's necessary for Iron Man, 100%. You need it for Iron Man. You need Chins to kill Kriara, and you need Herbivore for like semi-good. I mean, you don't need Herbivore, but like Herbivore just makes it so much. And you need birdhouses. You need
implings. There's a lot of shit that you need. Like to call Hunter completely useless, I think is out of pocket. I don't think it's completely useless like fire making.
Yeah.
I think my turnoff is its uselessness for account progression.
Yeah, well,
like
main account progression.
No, account progression, period. I'm talking like Diary Cape, Quest Cape, unlocking new content.
I mean, yeah. It just doesn't have a lot of use when you get to it doesn't have a lot of specific level use, but you naturally just get higher and higher levels with how much you need to train it. Like,
well, yeah.
Name a more other than Mole. Name a different way that's not as passive to get Cerebrews. You need Bird's Nest for Cerebrews. Most accounts train
top boosting. That's such a shitty way to do it.
Sometimes, I mean, there's accounts that train Hunter from like level 15, I think, is when you can do Oak.
Birdhouses, yeah.
So 15 all the way up to like end game, and they just have thousands of Bird's Nests chilling. That's Herblore banked, and that's also all the brews you could need for a while. I'm saying, you know, brews for life, but I would give Hunter at least. I'm comfortable with it being in C tier, but we're not talking D tier uselessness. I don't think it's useless. I just think that the level cap at which you could stop is very low, and I agree with you on that one. I agree.
We have the same argument. I
just think that I don't know. It could get to the point where you stop Hunter, but you're not going to stop Hunter if you're an Iron Man. Like, you could stop at 70 and have a quest cape, but no Iron Man's going to stop at 70. I'm just saying.
That's why I joined the group Iron Man.
What? Because
group Iron Man, baby.
He's going to get 99 Hunter.
Yeah.
He's already said it. He's going to be our man for all the herbs and the chins. Going to make him go to deep wilderness. Do you want to do... Let's do woodcutting. Woodcutting next. This is a really chill skill. When did I mention? Oh, it was like 2 episodes ago. that I was like, this is the most boring skill in the entire game, but it's universally loved by everyone.
Yeah.
I think that may have been the point I made in our original recording, not in the second recording. Because there's no reason to hate woodcutting. Nobody can look me in the eyes and say, I hate woodcutting. Literally the most, if any skill in this game was like the epitome of like a peace-loving hippie. I don't know if hippie's been like that word is just derogatory in 2022, but I don't know. You never know these days. If there was a peace-loving hippie as a skill, it would be woodcutting to me. 100%.
Hippie. Woodcutting is the kid that gets along with everybody in school.
Yeah.
Isn't particularly anybody's like best friend. But like I'm sure he's somebody's best friend, but like woodcutting could sit at any table in the lunchroom and not be shunned. He's done it. He's fucking done it. He's fucking done it. Yo, sorry for that technical difficulties break there. Had to celebrate with the boys. Woodcutting universally liked. I'm content to put woodcutting in the A tier.
Okay.
I don't see any issues.
No arguments
with that. Yeah.
0 arguments. Yeah.
0.
So we got to do a couple of these lightning rounds because we're nearing 2 hours on the recording, and we already had a 2.5 hour extra episode.
What
come
you
out
mean
like
we don't
yesterday.
Another 4-hour extra episode?
Oh gosh, this could have been a 2-parter. Just saying, but we're gonna squeeze it into one. So I'm gonna go quick fire round. Hit points, definite S tier in my book. Like another skill that probably would crumble.
Hit points,
another skill
S.
where the game would crumble.
Hit points S, attack A. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Because like attack in strength are again basically like the same skill for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like you train them in the exact same way. It's got some fun unlocks once you hit a certain thing, but
right.
Like,
well, they could have been the same skill. Like you didn't need. I say need in an italic accent. You didn't need to put them separately. They could have been the same thing. Like you could have mechanics that roll strength and the attack on the same roll. So, you could have just had, I don't know what you would call it, swordsmanship, but you don't just use swords. But where would you put defense then? Would you put that in A tier or B tier?
Dude, it's so weird because like defense doesn't matter in old school. Like
I mean, to wear the armor you want to wear, it is kind of the gatekeeping skill for if you didn't have, 70 or whatever defense, you wouldn't be wearing Torva right now.
Mm-hmm.
So what, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say other than I think it deserves a high rating. It's not like a D tier where it's like completely useless, but it definitely doesn't, you don't need to have it. I don't know. I could be content with B or A. Like if we just want to keep the combat 3, the triplets here in A tier, we can. I wouldn't argue with you on that one.
Yeah, I'm content with that because it's weird. You're right. Like they could have just like put them all. They could have put attack, strength, and defense into one skill.
Yeah.
I understand why they didn't because like it after playing D&D, attack and strength finally makes sense to me.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Like attack is your chance to hit.
Yeah.
All right, you've rolled your chance to hit. Like, all right, cool. If a 16 hits, and now you have to roll your damage, which is your strength. So like, it makes sense after playing D&D.
And then defense is your AC.
Yeah,
it's the monster's chance of hitting you. So
why is Jesse killing himself at the fucking weird? No, but yeah,
I think A tier is fine. I really do.
I'm content with A tier.
Here's
like,
another. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, go ahead.
Just melee is.
Meh.
There's nothing wrong with melee. I like melee. No. I enjoy it. It's just none of the skills are inherently unique enough to put an S tier. Like
having it be in A is a high it's a pretty good prestige.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty high up there. Like we're talking, this is a great skill. For me, next construction, I would argue this is an S tier skill, but you're right. Like you don't need to go to 99. You can do most of the stuff that you do in your house elsewhere. It's just amazing quality of life. Like quality
Yeah.
of life carries the hell out of this skill. It's expensive. It's some people hate it to train it. I really liked it. I would probably train to 200 mil construction if I had the money. And does that surprise you?
No, not at all.
Okay,
I'm trying to
okay.
get a screenshot.
Oh, okay.
That's what the eyes are for. I know you would because you like it. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing inherently wrong with enjoying the skill. I don't think it's a bad skill to enjoy. I don't think it's a bad skill even to train. You know, you get pretty legit XP rates every time you train it. So like that's cool, you know.
Yeah. So what
But
if I had my way, I would put it in like A tier or even S tier. But like to me, I think it deserves B or
yeah,
maybe like low A if we had it in between.
I'm content with B just because of how expensive it is to train.
Yeah.
Like
And
it can be super click intensive, but it also can be pretty chill. Mahogany Homes, me.
Oh yeah. Mahogany Homes is great.
Good content. However, the
Like,
holdback.
we may not even like you may not need the skill in the game, but it's there.
Yeah,
just great quality
and it's one of those. It will save you money in the long term, but holy shit! Like I think, God, it cost me probably 40 mil of the gifted money back when mod pay used to be a thing. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
It cost me like 40 mil to buy construction, and then it cost me like another 20 mil to put all the shit in my house.
Yeah.
So like,
That's a lot of people don't think about.
construction is expensive.
Yeah.
For me, that's why it's B tier, because it's quality of life, but it's like extremely inaccessible for a great deal of players.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
I would agree. Like once you hit 50, it starts to become more useful. Like 1 to 50 is pretty much useless. I say 50
Yeah.
because that's when you get teleport chambers.
Mhm.
But like after 50, you're looking at like a lot of money. So we can do cooking
it's-
next if you're down. I
Yeah.
wanted to save this one for more towards last because it's one of my favorite skills in the game.
Yeah.
And
I feel like I know what 2 skills we have to do last. Without
Yeah.
even thinking, I know what 2 skills we have to do last.
yeah. So
The alpha and the omega, but we'll get to them. We'll get to them.
let's see. So if you're okay with it, I would also put cooking in A or B. It's also another one of those like skills that you just can't hate. It's the little brother to like cooking is woodcutting's little brother. Like nobody hates cooking. Nobody looks at cooking like, "Oh my gosh. That's such a stupid skill." Like cooking grew up in high school. It was like, "Dude, your woodcutting's little like older brother? Or your woodcutting's little brother? That's so cool. I knew him. He was my friend." So it could go in B tier just because it's the little brother. But it's one of my favorite skills in the game. For no other reason than it has a lot of sentimental value because it was my first 99 in RS2. And it was my first 99 in old school as well. Can't argue with that. Oxie's distracted because he's at a helmet party.
It's so funny. He literally just he tabbed away with the Gommel's hilt to go to the Inferno.
Oh, nice.
And he just said, "Thank you for coming to my party." And I can just hear the sarcasticness in his voice because it's just 3 of us sitting here. It's the other 2 dudes, Immortal and Kyle, who he got the combat achievement with.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the group attempting it with him. We were gonna get it. We were on track to get it right before we started recording. In hard mode Theater of Blood, Verzik switches or has the potential to switch tanks every 5 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
She switched tanks right next to Jesse
Oh.
as he was freezing. So Immortal was like chasing down Verzik to get a hit in.
Mm-hmm.
It switched at the worst time possible. And when I mean like the cycles lined up for the worst, like she attacked, 6 ticks went by, she switched tank and then turned and was like, bitch, smacked him with a melee for a 50 and killed him. And
Yeah, it's
we
not good.
wiped.
Yeah.
because at that point, Jesse wasn't going to get the combat achievement because we had
Right.
killed. He needed Nilo Sniper, which is where you freeze all of the you freeze and kill all the Nilokas in hard mode Verzik without without them popping.
Oh.
So that's what we were going for, and we had it in the bag, but
You just had to
when
finish
she
it.
meleeed him and when she killed him, that was it. Immortal's like, dude, I'm just gonna wipe because he's not even gonna get the combat achievement if we get it done. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, I wasn't able to be in the squad that got the achievement with him, but I was there for the runs, and I was there in VC with him while I was doing it. So just I went to his dumb little party for that. His dumb little party that Immortal and I pressured him into having.
Yeah.
So very proud of you, Jesse.
Woo.
We'll shout you out in the next episode.
Oh, for sure. That'll
Yeah.
be like the entire.
I think
achievement of the week.
honest that might just be achievement of the week,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be like uber shitty if someone gets like their first fire cape.
Which
And
they
I'm like,
did.
yeah, first
Someone
fire
did.
cape, but like, I'm sorry, dude. Like one of my closest friends in this community just got, without question, the hardest PVM thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Cooking, I'm content to put an A tier.
Oh.
I enjoy the skill. I'm really fucking good at it in real life. I love how you're surprised that I like the same skills you like. I think you have a little bit
No.
of PTSD after the Thanksgiving
Oh,
episode and the Boston
yeah,
episodes.
I think so.
You got a little bit of PTSD of like, I'm just gonna fucking hate the things you like,
well,
which ain't true. Cranberry sauce and King Black Dragon aside, I don't hate the things you like.
we
my guy.
haven't disagreed very much in this tier list, which I'm surprised. I don't know.
Fucking,
I
don't
think it
know.
is PTSD from cranberry sauce. No, it was green bean casserole.
Also, the shittiest
Green bean,
side
because I could
possible.
live without cranberry. I don't really like cranberry sauce, but green bean casserole, favorite. That's an S tier. That's an S tier food for me at Thanksgiving.
F tier sides.
Nope.
But cooking itself is A tier.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm content to put cooking in A tier. I don't think cooking is quite S tier, but I think it's very relaxing. I think it's fun. I think there's just something nice about cooking. I did the math. I can bank 99 cooking. Guess how much it's going to cost me to bank 99 cooking. I have 96 banked right now, I think. 95, 96.
How much is it going
Mostly-
to cost?
Yeah, how much is it going to cost me?
What method? Are you going to do wines?
Wines. Yeah. How
It's
much
going to cost you $2 million.
It's going to cost me 800K.
$800K?
Grapes
That's
are
so
so
cheap.
fucking cheap right now.
Why are they
dude.
so
It is
cheap?
ridiculous. PVM.
Maybe I
Zoller
should
and
bank
Vorkab
like
dropped
200
$250 at a
mil
time.
cooking with with wine. That would be so cheap though. Like I want to make money doing cooking. I just don't want to. I don't want to just get it done.
Stick
to, get
to
it
your
done.
guns, Michael.
Yeah, sharks all the way.
Stick to your guns and to your bows.
Hey.
How do you feel about range?
Range?
I
Oh,
am
oh.
content to put range in the A tier
Oh, yeah, I would agree.
because I think unlike Magic, range doesn't have the unique sense of like, oh my god, it's something new. It's a new spell to cast. It's it's unique variety with what I'm doing. Range is blowpipe go bop 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 bop, twisted bow go burr, and then crossbow go ree. Like that is range in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
Like the weapons that dominate the range meta are so few and far between, with one of them being inaccessible to a great majority of players who play this game.
Which is what?
The twisted bow.
Oh, yeah.
It's 1.1 bill as
Twisted
of today.
Billington.
Like I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 names in the CC right now. Just like offhand on TNL Jaddy. This ain't a slight to anyone, but I'm pretty sure if you combine like the banks of like 6 random clan members, they couldn't afford a twisted bow.
Mm-hmm.
Like
They're expensive, and they've for a good reason. It's a great weapon, and I think the GE tax has done them well. Taking
100%.
all of the ones that shouldn't be in the game out of the game, and just making sure that item doesn't get to 700 mil like it did last year. Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Whew.
And I mean, even then, this time last year, I couldn't afford a twisted bow.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford a twisted bow 6 months ago. Like I couldn't,
Yeah.
like I can afford one now, but that's if I sell. I think if I sold literally everything, including like runes, Inferno supplies, I could buy a twisted bow.
But there's really no
But-
need because you.
Yeah, I've got both of them.
Yeah, and you have the content that. This isn't a twisted bow ranking. This is a range ranking.
Yeah,
and I'm content
but-
with A tier.
But back to my original point, range is not particularly unique in how like you train it. You know, it's just not the
Yeah.
most
You
fun
shoot arrow
to
and
train.
that's a bit.
That said,
Throw chins.
as far as like not unique compared to Magic, right? If we're comparing it to the S tier that we have,
Mhm.
that said, of the combat skills that should be an S tier honorable mention, and this I might even change my own mind while talking about this. Range gives you the opportunity to do a shitload of content. Let's see, looking at the boss high scores list, you've got Alchemical Hydra, Chambers of Zarek, Commander Ziliana, Dagonoth Kings, Grotesque Guardians, Calphite Queen, Kriara, Nex, Hunlif, Theater of Blood, Venenatus, Vorkath, Zulra, Fire Cape, and of course the Inferno.
Yeah. It's a
All
lot.
done by range. That's a shitload of like, that is not shitter content. Like
Yeah.
that, even the easiest of those things being probably the Fire Cape or like Grotesque Guardians or Dagonoth Kings
Mm-hmm.
is nothing to scoff at.
Yeah.
Like, it's good money, it's good Slayer XP, or it's a best in slot cape upgrade for a while.
Yep.
Because like realistically, the Fire Cape is the best in slot most players are gonna get on their own, you know?
Yeah.
But not me. I'm getting my fucking Inferno Cape. Anyways.
S tier then. Is what you're saying.
I mean, well, what are your arguments for it? Because like
I
can
can't
see,
argue against it. Like it's
I can
it's
see
one of
both
those,
ends of it.
It's a skill that is useful. A lot of people get 99 range almost like a lot of people get 99 range way before anything else. I know a lot of people in the CC. What is CC? Yeah, it's a CC. Anyway,
Yeah.
in TNL specifically that have gotten like an untrimmed range cape. And I think it was my first combat 99 as well. I threw great
Mhm.
chins at the Monkey Madness 2 tunnels because I was too cheap for red chins. And
Yeah.
I rushed it. I got from like 92 to 99 in like 2 days.
Damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. It's like hella good XP per hour.
Yeah.
It wasn't that expensive. It was like 15, 20 mil. But it's a great skill. I can't argue. I really can't. Like safe spot ability is great. The twisted bow is great. Just the range weapons that we have, the variety of weapons that we have. I like it.
I will say, here is what separates it from Mage that might keep it out of the S tier for me.
Okay.
Low level range sucks balls.
Yeah. It's not really
Bone
useful.
crossbow,
Yeah.
fucking mithril knives to train on like swamp crabs.
Yeah, but
like
nobody really uses high level combat spells besides Ice Barrage. You know, you're not
Ice
really
barrage, blood barrage, thrall,
no.
fire
I'm saying
surge.
like the standard spell book, like the stuff that you would, like the stock standard wave, all the surge spells. Besides PvP, do you know anybody casting fire surge like the level 95?
I can think of one situation where you cast fire surge.
Zolra?
And that is at Ice Demon.
Oh, Ice Demon.
I can think of 3 situations now. With the Harmonized Nightmare Staff, you can cast Fire Surge at Zolra. You can cast Fire Surge at the Pillar phase of Nightmare and Fazani's Nightmare to speed up the kills. Or you can cast Fire Surge at Ice Demon, and it slaps the fuck out of Ice Demon.
Oh, nice.
like your blowpipe will hit 5s and 6s. Fire Surge will hit a 60. Like you
Whoa.
slap the fuck out of Ice Demon with Fire Surge.
Yeah.
But
we're not talking about mage. We're talking
Yeah.
about range. So would you?
And I think
you think it should go in A tier then? Like,
I-
is it not on the level?
it's so hard because like if we're comparing it specifically to Magic, right? Magic low level spells will carry you really far until you get to like a mid-tier spell like an Iban's Blast, which
Mhm.
will carry you into your upper level tridents, sang staves, nightmare stabs, the new Shadow of Tubmekin, barrages. Your low to mid level carries you with a good progression. Low level range is like grinding your teeth against a sand grater.
Yeah.
And then, like, oh, holy shit, you have 61 range. Like, suddenly, it becomes okay with a rune crossbow.
Yeah.
I fucking hate low level range. It is always, even in leagues, it is always my last combat skill that I get above level 10. Like, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got like 40 to 70 at sand crabs, and it took a long time. It took tens of thousands of bolts. It took a long time. I didn't even get my fire cape, at the end of it. So I would agree, it's not fun to train, but it is very useful. And that, I think, for me, like, usefulness and ease of training kind of dictate where we're putting these for most of them. And if the low levels suck, then maybe it really isn't S tier.
Well, all right. Without thinking, where are you putting range?
In A tier.
Thinking. Stop thinking.
A tier.
A tier?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
I'm content with that. I mean,
I'm content with range.
We have a lot of A tiers, and that's fine because most of these skills are awesome.
Yeah, of the skills that of the A tiers could have been bumped up to S, so far, I'm thinking range or farming. But
yeah.
I'm content to leave them both where they are. Michael, smithing. How do you feel about smithing, Mr. Zalcano 99?
Let's do C tier. It's not quite as useless as fire making, but like I wouldn't put it on the same level as I mean, I could probably put it on the same level as crafting, because if we're being honest, fletching, crafting, and smithing could all just be the crafting skill.
The same skill.
These could be all the crafting skill. So I don't know. B tier seems generous. It's expensive. It doesn't really have a point because you can buy almost every single weapon that you can make. And if they never rework it ever, it's just going to slowly keep going down and down the list. So I'm content with C tier.
I was gonna say B because I don't mind how it's trained, and I think it's a pretty quick 99 to get. But you're right, it is fucking whack.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't.
We're stuck in 2003, guys.
Literally, I can't make shit on my main account. Let me go into the Runite tab, right? I can't make shit on my main account that I haven't worn in like 2 years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Besides darts, useless. Besides darts, completely useless. And you could just argue, like, but maybe somebody could sell you a dart.
Somebody should darts can't fucking carry
They're not carrying it.
Yeah, but that's C tier for sure.
Okay.
All right.
So is this Alpha and Omega here?
This is the Alpha and the Omega, Michael. We have Slayer and we have rune crafting. The beginning and the end.
For me, rune crafting has come a long way. If we made this tier list at the last year, 100% rune crafting would have been F tier. But I am very much content to give it at least 2 bumps up. Maybe even 3. Like, runecrafting to me, after getting to 99 in nearly what took me like probably 9 to 10 weeks of just consistent 7 to 10 hours every day. That's probably not consistent, but like there were 10-hour days for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't walk away wanting to visit the Runecrafting Guild. I'll just say that. Mining, yes, that's why mining is F tier. But like for me, runecrafting is probably a solid B. Guardians of the Rift is amazing.
Do you want the most controversial opinion that I have?
Sure.
You're not going to fight me for one, but I think you're going to fight me for the other. Both of these skills belong in the same tier, and that's the B tier.
Really?
Both of these skills belong in the B tier.
You're saying that these need to live together. They're roommates.
They are not roommates. They are the yin and yang. They are the eternal warriors battling each other. They are the epitome of representations of what they are. They are the PVMer and the skiller in an eternal battle
That's very
against
true.
one another.
Oh my gosh.
Slayer and rune crafting, they belong both in the fucking B tier. Rune crafting sucks ass to train early game.
Oh,
Once you
yeah.
get to like 50s or 60s, it starts to move along with some mid game methods. And then once you get to the late 70s, ooh, you're cheering. The skill finally becomes fun. Slayer fucking sucks ass at low levels until you get to about the 50s or 60s. Then it starts to become okay. Then you get to the late 70s. Ooh, fucking cheering. It's great. These skills,
Now,
I fucking love Guardians of the Rift. I love
yeah.
Blood Rune crafting. Orania Altar, really not that bad.
Yeah. ZMI.
Orania Altar is not that bad. It's a little click intensive, sure, and you're only
No,
getting
bro.
maybe
You can
60
click-
odd K an hour.
you
Oh,
can
right,
click
because you just
one
follow
time.
people.
Yeah, you click one
Yeah,
time.
you just okay
With the
fucking
the delay, it's bumped up way more than 60K.
like
with the delay
yeah,
removed.
you could even get. Oh, holy shit, they did remove that delay, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, ZMI, incredibly viable, but I wouldn't do it until you hit like 50.
Right.
And I also wouldn't do it until you have the Lunar Spellbook.
Well,
Because you
here's
can use the
thing.
Orania teleport.
Guardians of
and
the
you
Rift.
can use.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. It takes a lot. I see what you're getting into. Like, it takes a lot of prerequisites for it to make it viably.
Yeah, it's just
doable.
faster than Guardians of the Rift. And like Guardians of the Rift struggles in that it's accessible at a low level, but it's not good to do at a low level.
Yeah.
Whereas like ZMI will get you higher levels to do Guardians of the Rift better and have more fun.
Yeah.
And get more XP. So I think
Yeah.
if I could critique Guardians of the Rift, it's that if I go in that bitch with 36 rune crafting, I'm gonna have a terrible time.
I
But
was
going in there with 86 was a blast.
I was trying to mentally think about how I could get 27 rune crafting on the groupie to start Guardians of the Rift. And because I heard it's good money. Like you can get
do the quest.
well, I don't know. I didn't know if it was gonna get me straight to 27, but like it's good money because you can get the runes and then go and sell them to Ali Morsane. Because like his prices don't change with how many are in his shop. So I don't know. We needed money, and I was like, would be a weird but fun way to do it. My only argument to this yin and yang structure that you have is that I do think Slayer deserves a maybe S, maybe. Like the tip of the sword is an S tier, but I really think it deserves A tier. I don't want to argue with you so much because you made an incredibly good point. Like it sucks absolute balls until you get to where either you're making money or you can start bursting tasks or barraging tasks.
You want to know what Slayer task I got assigned today? After killing 144 infernal mages, Kaldar gave me 127 black demons.
What?
That is fucking awful at 48
I think
Slayer.
that's my Slayer task right now too.
48 Slayer and 62 range? That sucks balls.
Dude, no, that's not good.
Don't get me wrong. The counterpoint is I have made a little bit of money here.
You can save spot black
69
demons.
mil. I've made 69 mil in 86 Hydra kills.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's
that
counterpoints.
It's a money dragon.
On the flip side, I have an infinite supply of blood runes if I sit at bloods for a day.
It's true.
Like,
You have a lot of blood. I mean, you make from 70, if you just go 77 to 99 rune crafting, you make at least 420 to 430,000 blood runes.
yeah, and that's either a fucking shitload of money or you will never need Scythe and Sang charges again. Because once you start doing content, particularly Theater of Blood,
Yeah.
the Vials of Blood sustain themselves.
How much is
They
a
ain't like
blood rune?
Zalra skills. Blood runes are 350 right
350.
now? I don't know.
Let's just go 350. That's 150 mil. 150 mil GP.
Oh, they're 385 at the minute. They're a little bit more expensive than that.
Oh, that's more money. 385. That's 165 mil, fam. You're
Yeah.
cheering. It's a lot of money. Back in my day, I want to talk about it. Back in my day, 430,000 blood runes times 420. Let's see what that was. That's like 200 mil.
Imagine not selling them then, bro.
That's 180. That's not that much different. That's 180 mil. So
What all I'm saying is you don't really start to make money from rune crafting until you do it for a long time at a high level.
Yeah.
You
Same
don't
with
start
Slayer.
to make money from Slayer until you do it for a long time at a high level.
They're the same skill.
They're not. I
They're
wouldn't call
twins.
them the same skill. They're fraternal twins.
They're fraternal twins that went to different schools.
Yeah,
for
they
some
are.
reason.
They're like the
Ooh,
fucking
like
the
Parent-
Clone Wars
Parent Trap.
representation of like the light and dark side. That's what they. Who's light and who's dark? I don't know, but like they like. I would argue Slayer is more enjoyable than rune crafting at its best.
One you create, one you destroy. I'm gonna let you figure out which one is which in your heart.
I mean, yeah, it's obvious what the answer is. Mio Dio. But like, I think at its peaks, Slayer is a significantly more enjoyable skill. Where at its peaks, rune crafting is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Guardians of the Rift compared to a Hydra task, compared to a Jad task, compared to like rolling up to Duradel and him being like, "Yo, kill 45 Zulrah for me." Oh, sure thing, Duradel, no problem.
I'll do it for you.
Questions asked, baby.
I just realized another thing Jesse can do is get 2 Zuck tasks, right? Is that a thing with the
that's an unlock
Grandmaster?
from Master. Master
Oh.
gives you the ability to do 2 Jad and 2 Zuck, and I think Grandmaster gives you 3. I think
3
Let me
kills? Like you can say I want to do it 3 times?
look.
Whoa. Anyway, that's an off-track thing.
Yeah, you can.
I was just thinking about that.
Let me see. Yeah, when assigned to stock Jad or to kill Zuck, you will be assigned to kill 3.
Whoa.
So you get a lot of fucking Jad kills.
200 mil Slayer coming in. Win.
Yeah.
That's
But-
100K per task, and it takes him what, like an hour and a half? Little under? Hour and 10?
average.
So that's a lot of Slayer XP.
In any case,
Yeah.
I
Jesse is
think-
no longer able to compete in Slayer of the Week when it's Slayer. Or Skill of the Week when it's Slayer.
He's already got 99. He wouldn't give a fuck. I think the counterpoint to that is having been through the lows of both of these skills, having been through lamping my way to 65 rune crafting for the already hard diary,
Mhm.
having been through killing 160 black demons in the catacombs of Karend with like fucking adamant darts in your main hand because I don't have a blowpipe yet with red d'hide.
Yeah.
You know, having killed 200 blue dragons, safe spotting them in the Taverley dungeon with a mithril crossbow, you know,
Done it all.
the lows of Slayer are so much worse. People tolerate it because Slayer can make you money.
Yeah.
But I think
And
it's one of those.
It goes back to the PVM thing. Like people would choose PVM over skilling, and it's
Oh,
tolerable because
always.
you're doing like you think. Well, here's my counter argument to like the suck. Okay, so like the whole point in Slayer is that you're assigned to kill monsters, and you have a lot of ways that you can kill them: magic, range, attack, strength, defense. Like you can go the melee triangle. Or you can go magic and range and do safe spotting methods and stuff like that. So like, it's doubly beneficial. You're not just training Slayer. For most people, Slayer is how they progress their account. It's how they get max combat with like 1,200 total, 1,300 total.
Yeah.
You can't say the same for rune crafting. So I think that's really the only place they really differ.
But-
It's a support skill. It's a supporting skill to the combat tier, like the combat skills.
I would put the argument in that the combat is what's fun, not the Slayer.
Yeah.
You like receiving the drops. You like killing the monsters. You like flicking prayers. You don't give a fuck about what Slayer monster it is.
Yeah, you
in a
kinda
majority
do.
of in a majority of cases,
Yeah.
until you get to like 70, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I will argue this point until I am blue in the face that Slayer loses you a fucking shitload of money until you get to 70, realistically 75.
For
Because
Gargoyles.
cure asks can make you money,
Yeah.
But gargoyles, you start making money.
Yeah, they
Necreals,
literally
you start
drop money
making
as a
money.
common drop.
Abyssal demons suck balls for money, unless of course you get that 1 in 512. Then you're making more money than you've ever made on a Slayer task before. Like, I think the combat aspects of it are fun. There are 6 Slayer bosses in the game. There are 6 bosses that require a Slayer level to kill and require a task to kill. The other 40 something all can be killed off task.
Yeah.
While some bosses are certainly more convenient on task, the Inferno off task versus the Inferno on task is a different encounter from what I've been told. I don't need a Slayer level to do that.
Yeah.
Right? I am still adamant that they both belong in the B tier.
Yeah, I agree. No, it's like we've made the 2s and 4s and the yeses and the nos, pros and the cons, and I'm content. We'll probably get a lot of flack for that, to be honest with you. There's people in this Patreon that would say straight up Slayer S, straight up Runecrafting F, and they'll die on that hill. But I think meeting in the middle and saying both have very high highs and very low lows, and they can meet right in the middle at B tier. If there was a letter between B and C, they would be there. That
is, but they're the only ones that are there.
Sure.
They float between, they're in the ether, but they're bound together. And here's my thing about that. I don't want to sound like an elitist. I don't want to sound gatekeepy. I don't want to sound mean. You guys know that is not like me. If you feel that Slayer is an S tier skill and Runecrafting is an F tier skill, and you have less than 70 Runecrafting, if you've never crafted a blood rune, and you think Slayer is an F tier or S tier skill, I think you need more experience. And I think that's how it goes too, because a year or two ago, I was the exact same way. The Runecrafting can suck my ass. Slayer's awesome.
Yeah.
Once you do a lot of both, you realize that neither one of them are that bad, but neither one of them are that good either.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I mean, perfect place to
just evaluate where your account's at if you think Slayer's S tier and Runecrafting is F.
I like this. I'm comfortable. I'm happy with every single one of these.
Me too. This is good. This is good content. Snap a screenshot of this bitch and we'll get it going.
Post it in
this is a long ass extra episode, man.
Should we post this in the Discord?
Nah.
No? Okay. Screenshot posted or snapped.
Yeah. Just send it to me so we have it.
Cool. Yeah. All right, XP wasters and Patreon supporters. I don't know what to call you guys. It's been a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for your patience with us. I really want to say, like, we will try to get better at posting it within the month that we promised the tier, because at the end of the day, you shouldn't have to wait 2 months and pay for an extra month to listen to content that you were promised and paid for a month ago. So that's kind of where my head goes with like the fact that we didn't get an episode in April. And what if you were, what if something happened financially and maybe you couldn't continue to support through May? Well, you just missed out on one of the main perks. Say you're in the Party Pete. Like, that's all we're giving you guys. So again, I say all that to say we truly aren't just taking this lightly, and it was a bunch of different things all piled into just it took a ton of time. I will never ever ever underestimate editing a D&D version of this podcast again, because collectively, I kid you not, I spent probably, it was 2 hours and 45 minutes. We had a 4-hour recording track. So a ton got cut out, but I probably spent like a good, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute on every second of audio. I don't know if that's an exaggeration, but it was a lot. So I will never underestimate it again. If we ever do a D&D episode in the future, I'm going to highly suggest that it's cut up in multiple parts that do not exceed an hour and a half for editing's sake, like alone, and so that we can get you guys content in the month that we promise. Because like one day, I mean, I would love to ramp this up to where we're doing 2 extra episodes in a month, but like this is just not realistic because we're struggling with 1.
Yeah, I was just saying, we want to do what?
No. I'm saying like future plans. I think it would be awesome if we could give you guys more for your Patreon subscription. You know what I mean? Like 1 episode doesn't feel like it's enough for me, but it's also incredibly difficult to schedule time between Oxie and I and like editing these. And anyway, I was not a rant. That was like a big, huge tangent that may or may not end up in the episode. So,
it will.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks guys for
100%
listening.
it will.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Again, thank you, Imbi, for sending us your snacks from Hawaii. If you're a listener and you live in a cool state that has cool snacks, send us a postcard. Not a postcard. Please send us a postcard. Send us stuff to our P.O. box. It's in the main description of every episode, the address. So I'm going to stop talking because like I'm tired. I'm going to sleep after this.
Michael has been falling asleep and busting a nut over these sour candies for like 2 hours, man. It's time. It's time for bed, folks. It has been a hoot with this episode. Thank you all so much for your continued support on Patreon. I'm excited for the June extra episode. Do I know what it's going to be? No, but I'm excited for it. Yeah, we'll see you guys around. Peace out, everyone. Michael.